nice. Check 1. My mic sounds nice. Check 2. My mic sounds nice. Check 3. Are you ready to rock, y'all? And 2. Y'all don't even know. Y'all wasn't outside. You weren't outside. Welcome to the Dope Academy podcast. I am your host, Mona Brown, aka Mona Kane. Hey. And as usual, I'm here with my co-host, the one and only Sin Livin'. And the one and only model extraordinaire, Cedric Thorne.
I'm back.
And we are back to bring you amazing content this year. We have some exciting happenings happening, so thank you for tuning in and rocking with us and supporting us. If you are following and watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. If you are on Facebook, wherever you're watching from, like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Come on.
Yes. Today, we have a very special guest.
Hey.
Running back like the one and only James.
Appreciate y'all.
So, I just thought about something when I just started singing that. This is how organic my show is, I like to say. We need your track to play at the end of the...
Oh, right now?
Yeah. I got pictures, but I never got tracks. I just thought about it.
Okay.
But it's okay. No rush. When we get into hot topics, I will give you an email. You can send it to them.
Perfect.
Or you can send it to me.
Perfect.
I just thought about it, but I needed to mention that. Okay, so you guys will hear the song I'm talking about later on. So, James, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Appreciate you guys so much. Very excited for this discussion. Very excited to be a part of it.
Very excited for the discussion, definitely. Yeah. So, I definitely thank you for being a guest host on the Dope Academy, and I am definitely, I just thought about something. I'm so ADHD, y'all. I got my laptop open, right? And I'm in some groups that people don't know about, and they were just sitting here, and I feel like Cedric was just staring. But I closed it down before you could see. But I feel like that's what just happened. Don't call me none of them groups. I'm going to tell them to deny your request.
I promise I won't look in this time.
Okay.
Not this time.
Anywho, so James, for you guys who don't know, he is a artist. I know him to be a rapper and also a you okay, EK?
I just hit the wrong one.
Oh, okay. I know him to be a rapper, but I'm sure he has more things under his hat that he's going to talk to us about. But he also has his own merch, and his merch is very simplistic, but I like it. And my daughter, you don't know this, but my daughter, because we have merch, for A-Up, and when I was talking to her about it when we was first starting to work on it, she was like, well, really? I mean, everybody likes everything simple now. When I make fun of her, I talk. And I was like, what? And she was like, I can't fully explain it, but... And when she said that, I thought simple in a different way. And then when I saw your merch, I said, I get it. I get that. It's so clean.
Thank you.
It's like... I like it.
I appreciate that.
So that's definitely something I wanted to say. What's up, Tiffany? I knew your biggest fan was going to be in the comments.
What's up, Tiff?
I knew she was going to be in the comments because, let me tell you, you ever, maybe early 2000s, you guys may know him. There's a guy named Eminem, right? And he had a song, and it was like, my tea's gone cold, I wonder why. And it was called Stan. And Tiffany gives those vibes, so I really would be careful.
You said I
would. I feel like Tiffany gonna be like, dear James, I think it's fucked up that you can't write your fans. Like, sorry for the cursing for any church people watching, but oh, hold on, I'm really here for James. I set my alarm for this. I don't care if you set your alarm for this, girl. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
That's what was going on.
watch her. She was like, I came to your concert and I had Kai with me and you didn't even sign my autograph. Like,
Nah, Tiff always got it.
nah, she does. She supports. That's good.
Always.
She said, nah, chill. What's up, PJ? Thank you guys for tuning in.
My guy.
So before we get into some hot topics we're going to discuss a couple of things that have been going on because we haven't seen you guys since
Last year.
late November. Last year. So we're going to talk about a couple of things with that. But before that, I want you guys to get to know James, and we're going to talk to him a little bit. So, James.
We're going to take our shot into the new year first, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to or not.
I forgot. That was supposed to be said earlier.
Yeah. You trying to take this
I'm
shot?
a little rusty. It's been a month.
You want to take this shot
Yes.
into the new year?
So James is gonna take a shot of water. We're taking shots. We're all boom. You got green nails. Okay, we don't talk about that too. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Not mean to do that.
Good.
Not mean to do that. Man. So this is to the new year. Thank you.
To the new year and
Hey,
everybody
yeah.
else. Happy New Year's, everybody.
First episode of the year. Let's go.
Ooh. Before I start, I'm happy to announce that the Dope Academy is now monetized on Facebook.
Ooh.
So, thank
Hey,
you. This is definitely a small step into where my dreams and goals for the podcast is. But this is one of the goals. And from now on, you won't see it tonight, but from now on, when I share videos or reels, or even when I upload this video again, there's going to be a section where you can give me stars. Stars equal money, goes back to the podcast so that we can do different things, so that we can go on different locations, so that we can, pay our amazing engineer who's been rocking with us from, day one.
Yeah.
Like, those things definitely help. So, if you ever want to donate to the podcast, you can just send me some stars, send us some stars. You can always hit us up for Cash App, things like that, because this does take money. And it's all organic, it's all grassroots. And, I like some help. You know what I'm saying? If it's okay. So, I just wanted to say that. Thank you. And also, if you have not subscribed to the channel on YouTube, that is really, really where I want to take this podcast right now. Definitely most of our impressions are on Facebook, but I want to transition over there because that definitely equals a little more leverage with money. But the content will have to change somewhat because YouTube is really tripping right now with their standards on content creators. They're switching a lot of stuff. But that means I'll probably also have a Patreon. So I have goals. We all have goals. The podcast has goals. And I thank you guys for rocking. I thank you guys for supporting. And your financial support would be greatly appreciated as well. If you don't have that, because eggs are $8 a carton, then definitely just sharing, liking, supporting. That's cool. It's very crazy. Wow. So now that I say that, Tiffany is in the comments flirting with you, Eric. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. How's she gonna be your biggest fan? And she is over here.
Pick it up, hey.
Yeah, but she ain't gotta tell me something I already
Talking
know.
about Africa, I just say hello to Luke. She think because she gave him his own name that
No,
she can be.
she didn't have to say it. She thought it and I heard it.
She thought it, I heard it.
Let me tell you something. I thought this was your leg, and I kept doing this.
What?
And
The
I said,
table?
that's not right.
No.
No, it's the table. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just didn't know what was going on.
It won't let me send stars because I'm an admin.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
won't.
crazy.
It won't.
I tried.
Also, if you guys think we're a little kooky and goofy tonight, so
By the way.
me and my co-host Sin Living here, we have a edible business as well. That's launching, and I have been making them. What? Don't look at me like that. That's not. Listen, I know what I'm doing. Anyways, so me and Cedric have
Her and Cedric. Yup. Her and Cedric. Go ahead, baby. Tell him about what you and Cedric about to do.
I don't even understand why you're tripping. You got a card. Like, what do you? I don't understand.
Not
Where's this
bad.
coming from?
I was just playing with
Okay, please don't do that, because we're in the middle of a show. You're throwing me off. Anywho,
her and Cedric.
we have some amazing cookies. I have amazing cookies. I can cook. Y'all already know that, and they are banging. Please come get them. Please come see
For
me.
sure they banging.
Please come
Cedric
see me.
or
Best
Donna.
snickerdoodle cookies, best chocolate
goodness.
chip, best sugar cookies, oatmeal craisins. I do all kinds of crazy things to them, but
She
cookies
got
taste
all
so
the
good,
new jumps.
and they taste so
That's what they
good.
got.
They taste so good that they make you so happy that you react like this. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they taste so
It
good.
tastes so good.
Boom, run it back like Deion. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
What's up, JB? You up?
Hey,
All right, so now that I've done all that, James,
What's up?
thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so James,
So thankful.
who are you as an artist?
Who is James? James is a God-fearing creative trying to really change the landscape of culture. That's my goal, man. I got
That's
some work
dope.
to do. Yeah.
Okay. God-fearing creative. What type of creative are you? As far as what do you do?
So I make music. I have a production company. I have a podcast as well. And I'm working.
Plug your podcast.
Brick Talk Podcast. You can
Brick
follow
Talk
me
Podcast.
at Brick Talk Pod everywhere. So whether that's Facebook, Instagram, or whatever else. We actually just got signed on to the Off Season Network, which is a network out of New
Awesome.
Jersey.
Congratulations.
That's
Thank
dope.
you, thank you.
Hey, yep.
Yeah, so,
Congratulations.
appreciate it. Yeah, man. So we working, man.
Brick Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay, let's talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
What kind of bricks?
Okay.
What's going on? I'm confused.
Normal bricks, but it's like laying the foundation.
Okay.
It's like a building, that kind of thing. So we try to lay the foundation, like relationships, in our day-to-day living, in our relationship with God, and also in particular, we really try to focus on Black men mental health. You know, so
Awesome.
That's like our focus, because me and JAiMS, that's my co-host. He's a basketball player overseas. He's in Turkey right now, but we've been through stuff, you know, and a lot of times, I mean, you guys know this, Black people don't really focus on their mental health as much as they should. And you know, I started therapy recently, actually late last year, like November-ish, I think, maybe October actually.
That's great.
Thank you. And I just been trying to work through my issues, and Brick Talk. But we did Brick Talk before we got to doing therapy individually, and that was like my therapy sessions. I grew so much just through our conversation. So just trying to keep it going.
That's what's up.
Hey, Miss Jessie, thank you for tuning in.
Jessie.
Hello, Miss
What's up,
Jess.
Mama?
I was about to say something. I totally forgot about saying it, Miss Jessie. Oh, so your therapist, do you go into the office or are you telehealth?
Yeah, telehealth.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's
That is
necessary.
How does that
amazing.
work? I don't know how
It
that
is.
works.
I was really against it at first, and I had a therapy appointment on a computer last year while looking for a therapist, and I was like, that was amazing. And then also, when we got our medical cards, it was all online. It was all with the doctor.
Telehealth is basically everything you need to do with your mental health. Like when it comes down to like doctor's appointments, therapist appointments. I'm not sure.
any doctor's appointments.
I don't know. Is it with pharmaceuticals as well though? I'm not sure about that.
I don't know if they can prescribe. If they
That's
did,
what I
yeah,
said.
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure about that. But
Yeah.
I know, like, as in, like, therapist appointments and, like, checking in and stuff like that, they're doing all that stuff online now. So, it's, I guess it is.
Laying in the bed. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
feeling bad today.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying I just
In your
don't.
own comfort.
I
Yes.
just don't feel good. They like, well, why don't you open the blinds? Because it's dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so.
I actually thought I would not be able to open up because I'm a huge therapist proponent. I think everybody should go to therapy, especially Black people, because we're very anti.
Yeah,
Right.
we
should.
against
Eden said he's interested.
Yes, I'm definitely going to address that in just a second, because definitely Eden, because you need it. I'm just joking.
And
Love you too. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
And I definitely would love to, maybe one day we can talk about it, because I do think that us as a people in as a culture of people of color,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I feel like there are positives to therapy,
Mm-hmm.
but as someone who's gone through therapy and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, I do understand the negatives to therapy as well.
Me too.
So I do think that would be a dope, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So my
show.
question is this.
AKA, we need more black therapists.
So I was going to say, my question is this:
Basically.
how do you choose your therapist?
Bro,
and that's to all of
just
y'all.
about to say
But that
Like-
could also go into that show.
That discussion.
We can
yeah.
talk about all that because we know how to do.
Yeah, it's very important, but it is a learning thing
It's
you
a
would do,
learning-
and we
and-
can definitely talk about it. But yes,
it doesn't
you
have to be a definite thing. It's
Nope.
not like, oh, I go into here
And that's
and
it.
I tell them I have a cough, and this doctor can say, all right, well, you need this medicine. Finding a therapist is a whole nother type of thing.
It's like dating, high key. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god! It's the best description I've ever heard.
You gotta
It's the
like,
best one I've
gotta
ever heard
feel
of
it out.
dating.
Yeah.
See, I ain't never
Yeah.
had no therapist.
Telehealth is like online dating.
It's like online dating.
It is. That's exactly what it
It
is
is.
like, though.
So you just like,
You gotta like match.
Nah,
you gotta
nah.
see what's going on.
I'll check this joint
Accept it,
out.
deny it.
Yeah, she don't listen.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, right.
she don't lie to you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, what? You know what? She doing something different.
Yeah,
I ain't got
You know
time
how you
for
have
it,
certain,
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
okay,
Yeah.
you gotta, well, if you haven't gone to therapy, you don't know that. But if you, for people who do regularly go to therapy or who have gone to therapy in the past, you know, you go and you're like, oh, I can't relate to this person at all. They don't know anything. So you hold back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But then
Yeah.
then sometimes
I know I
you'll
would.
meet somebody and you're
Right.
like, oh, this is,
You let it
gonna
all
hit it
out.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gonna
yeah,
hit it out.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
you're like, in there, I put my picture in
My
the
mama
mirror.
never loved me.
Like,
My
yeah.
mama never-
Yeah, for sure.
Like, going
So
crazy, like, what?
there's differences based on the energy from the therapist or whatever. But once you find somebody that you just feel so open and you wanna, that's who it is. That's how I feel. I
But
feel
it's-
like the ones who relate to me more tend to be people of color, tend to be women of color, you know, but that doesn't mean that I have never had help from a therapist who was not from my culture, because I have,
Right.
you know. But I think that's beautiful. Eden and Cedric, get your ass on somebody's couch quick, because I think everybody needs it. Even if you just need somebody to unload on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I definitely feel that. I agree with that too. I just have a problem with telling somebody else my problem.
Because you black. We've been taught. We've been taught you don't bring that out of the house.
Like, yeah, like
Crazy.
I never, and then like that's another thing. Like with me picking somebody, like no offense to Luke, but I don't feel like a white guy is gonna be able to tell me or help me with my problems, like
There's
the
nothing wrong with
issues
that.
that
Yeah, there's nothing
have
wrong.
going on that I feel like somebody can relate to me about. Like I
You
don't,
gotta find the right therapist for you.
It's your choice.
And it's gonna look different for each person.
Absolutely.
I might relate to a white woman therapist who feels like her husband, she understands and she relates because her husband keeps her in a box and he is intimidated because she got her degree and she became a therapist. Because I have been in situations before where people have been intimidated by my ambition, by the, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So in that case, if my main problem
Right.
is people making me feel like I shouldn't be proud of this or that, she would work. You understand what I'm saying? It depends.
Right.
It depends on what your problem is.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, I
Please
understand
go.
that.
I'm huge about it. And you know what?
Alright.
This is confirmation that I need to call and schedule another appointment. But anyways, thank you for going to therapy. That's great.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you get started in getting into music? And where are you from?
So I'm from New Jersey.
Jersey?
Where at in Jersey?
Saraville, New Jersey. Not many people know where that is. It's like near East Brunswick, like 30 minutes from Newark.
Okay.
Yeah,
I used to go to Newark a lot growing up.
Yeah, I love it. Were you from Jersey?
No, I'm from Woodbridge, but the chapter in the book
Mm-hmm.
that's coming out soon that I
Okay.
wrote, the little boy I talk about, that was in Newark, New Jersey.
That's fire. That's fire. I love Newark. But so I started writing poetry first. I don't know when I started writing poetry, but yeah, my mom's a poet, so I got that skill set from her. Yeah, always. But then I started rapping when I was like 15. So I've been rapping for like 11, almost 12 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was terrible.
That's how it always is.
It always just starts off. I was a good writer, but I didn't understand delivery. I didn't understand how to like rap on a beat. That was something I had to really like. Actually, I used to listen to like Lil Wayne and Drake tracks, and I would rewrite their songs with my own lyrics. That's kind of like how I learned how to flow. And, yeah, like a lot of my early music sounds a lot like Drake, Lil Wayne, and like J. Cole.
Because you were like,
yeah, I was like listening to them all the time.
Mimicking them in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I learned how to rap, and now I kind of developed my own style. But it took a long time. When I got to college, what happened?
Eden is in the comments lunching.
Eden's a writer too, bro.
Eden, first of all, I see what he's talking about because Eden and me have a special poetry connection because the first night I met him, we both read poetry to each other. I was just sitting here reading that thing. We need to get together and do something. But, Eden, I don't know if there's pee in that pool too. I don't know. But anyways, what are you whispering behind my back?
We're just talking about Eden and what he tried to do. And
Back to the poets. Anyways, go ahead.
No, you good. So yeah, I started rapping when I was younger, and I was just working through all of that, you know, trying to get good at it. And then I got to college, and I stopped for a second. I thought I was gonna just let it go, but then I got into a competition, and I had to write a song. I found a YouTube beat, and I thought it was okay. But then when I performed it for the small group that I was in front of, like all the performers, they were like so impressed. Like I was like so nervous. I was like my head was down the entire time when I was reading it. And then I look up and everyone was like rocking, like really enjoying it, saying the words back to me. I was like,
that's
like what? You know what I mean? Like it threw me off. I wasn't expecting it. And I think from that performance that I had for that event, I just realized that there's something about it that there's like a connection that I have to people through my music. And I think that was like what I wanted. I wanted to invest in that, like that feeling or that connection. I didn't really know what it was at the time, but something about it felt special, you know? And then I continued to do it. And yeah, now I'm, 11, almost 12 years into something that I really love.
That's what's up.
So something that I observed about you in meeting you is that you do have a point of difference. I always talk about a point of difference when it comes to business. But for those who don't know, a point of difference in the business world is something that sets you apart from other people in your field, in your market, that would cause consumers to purchase what you have to sell other than other person. That's what a point of difference is, right? And there is an amazing book called Start With Why. Can't remember who it's written by. Do you know who wrote Start With Why? EK?
I can look it up real quick.
Start With Why, yeah. There's a book called Start With Why. We're going to find out the author. But that book, you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I might get it, yeah.
It's a good book, but I can't remember what the name of the author is. It's not Zig Ziglar. Who is it? But basically, that book is saying, it takes you through the story of Home Depot. It takes you through the Dyson vacuum cleaner. Simon Sinek, who was also an amazing person to look up for motivational
EK,
quotes.
that was my job. Your job is to produce and make sure shit sound right and we look right.
His Twitter fingers are quicker.
I literally was about to say that.
So anyway, Simon Sinek, I'm a huge person about motivational talks and speeches because you have to bathe yourself in it daily. Oh, look, earring came on. When you wake up in the morning, it's really good to play motivational speeches, talks, whatever. So anyways, this guy, he wrote a book. And I've taken many business classes for my career. So I had to read a lot of these books. That book takes you through a lot of the brands that we hold as big brands. And it tells the story of what they did, how they failed, and what they did to create a point of difference, and what they did to make consumers look at them and say, well, Home Depot is different than Lowe's. It's their why. So the book is basically saying people don't buy what you give them, what you make. They buy why you make it. And if you can really fully get it, it's like it changes your mindset in being for customer service, right?
Yeah, it's not basically saying you offering somebody something, saying this is what you want. It's if you have a belief and a push behind something that you have that's available for the public.
Right. That's right.
they'll get
I
it.
agree.
But out of all the, because I come in contact with a lot of artists and creatives because I'm a creative. You know, I don't have the amazing tagline he had. God finger, that was dope. God finger creative. But I'm a creative and I'm around creatives and my girlfriend's a creative. Everybody's creative, right? But you are one of the first people I have come in contact with probably in the last like year or two that immediately when I saw you and I saw your music, I said, oh, he has a point of difference.
Thank you.
And your point of difference, you're welcome. And your point of difference that I notice is that you like to intertwine, you know, your faith in your music. In the past, I have been very deeply involved in the church, and I do know a lot of things that people wouldn't expect me to know, right? But one thing about Christian music, Christian rap music especially, let's talk about it. Hey, okay. That I always felt was
I thought that was true.
Yeah.
the music was what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, the
baby,
sound.
nothing.
The music was okay. The lyrics were decent. Some of them they just, you know, whatever. That's any music. But the production sucked. Sucked. Most Christian rap.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And unless you're like a Thai tribbit, it's
like,
not going to even be.
It
it's
sounds
not gonna
real
be-
blotchy.
yeah.
It don't
Yeah.
hit.
Nah,
It don't
that's
hit.
I really.
So do you? I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but do you consider yourself a Christian rapper?
Seth always brings this up to me. This is a great question. So, I'm a rapper, you know.
Thank you.
Who happens to
I
be.
but I am a Christian, you know, and I represent God in my music. So, I don't want to pigeonhole my music. 'Cause
And
I'm
put
really,
yourself in a box.
yeah, exactly. Because I'm really trying to compete, and that's why I love what you brought up about
Eden.
the production of it. Nah, facts, Eden. Thank you, Eden.
I know.
That's
She's
a
like,
big one.
oh.
Yeah.
Maki, Nana, you and me.
But go ahead.
No, yeah, I really want to compete on all levels, you know. And I think
Go
that
purple.
sometimes with Christian rap, even though I love it, what sometimes I hear is, you know, God this, Bible that, and that's beautiful. That's if that's your truth, live that.
Yeah.
But I think that there are so many more connection points. God is so much broader than just what He wrote in the Bible, what was written in the Bible.
Right.
You know? God is
Talk about it.
God is in everything, and I really want to talk to all the things, like even what you guys were talking about before with like the drinking and everything. It is a branding thing, if I'm being honest, about not drinking on camera. But I do drink, you know, I do drink from time to time, and like
That's respect.
I'm also not perfect
Thank you
when
for
it
your
comes to like
transparency.
I'm also not perfect when it comes to like women, and like I go to therapy. Like I'm not a perfect person, you know, and I really try to show these things in my music. You
Can
know?
I ask you a question?
Yeah, for sure.
It's probably gonna throw everything off, but it's
Lord.
fine. Why do you paint your nails?
Okay. Nah, I've gotten this question like 4 or 5 times. In
yeah,
recent
like for real. Like,
nah, it's
I was going to bring that up later, but...
I'm sorry.
No,
my
it's okay.
bad.
Let's get into
Nah,
it.
No, he was like, I'm transparent.
Nah,
It's not about this. I was like,
She was like,
okay.
all right,
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up?
all right,
What's
so
up?
this is
So,
perfect timing.
I just want to know.
yeah, no.
Like, what's
Yeah, no,
What's that about?
I'm inspired by A$AP Rocky. So like it's the fashion of it. Yeah, so like A$AP Rocky, Tyler the Creator, they both paint their nails.
What do you want for your birthday?
What I want for my birthday?
Mm-hmm.
A trip to Barbados.
So not a big booty. Okay.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, you
completely.
did.
Yeah, I was.
You missed it. You missed it. You didn't pick it up.
I did figure
Yeah.
You
it
wasn't
out.
running back like Deion. I put a fucking layup
But
up
no,
there.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm like,
So, okay. My question is, with
A$AP, what we ought to now. I
your
don't know.
faith,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? With your faith and what you believe, and I don't know how deep in the faith it is, whether, you know, what branches it goes into, and we're
Okay.
gonna get into all that.
Okay.
But I'm saying, when you have those type of things, especially like pain pills, and especially me being a female, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, I just want to know.
No,
You
I
know
want
what
y'all
I'm
to talk too.
saying?
It's
Me
fine.
being a African American female.
And she was
black
raised in the
female.
church.
Yeah, I was raised in the church.
Absolutely, yeah.
Praise dance. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And so for me to wear pants that was a little too baggy,
Yeah, I
people were
get
looking
you.
at me different.
Yeah.
So for you being a man,
Yeah.
raised in the church, and to be able to
Mhm.
stand up proud
Yeah.
and have paint on
Nah,
your nails,
yeah,
how does that?
It's, to be honest with you, it's kind of like annoying sometimes because
they automatically think you're gay.
yeah, they think that, but it's more so just like the questioning of it. Like I was even
Well, not the younger generation don't think
I was
that.
I was at a
the
gas
older.
station 2 nights ago, just like at a gas station, like getting stuff, and he was like, "Why you have your nails painted?" Random dude, I didn't know who he was.
Somebody you didn't know, actually.
Don't
Oh,
even
people
know.
ask you this all the
People
time.
ask me this all the time.
That is
Oh,
wild.
I don't mean to be
No,
like,
you're good. You're
yeah.
good. Like, this is not,
Yeah, but
no,
you know him. That's
no,
weird to walk into
Yeah.
somebody.
It's always.
I'm sure.
Why you
It's
got
always a
7
thing.
kids?
I'm
Hold
crying.
on, wait. Let's let him talk.
Sorry.
It's always a thing, and I don't know. Like it gets frustrating because really all it is just like expression. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm really just expressing myself the same way I would express myself in my clothing or in my music or whatever. But I don't know. Like he was like, "You're a man. Like don't wear that." And I was like, "Bro, like
What?
it's just tough to me. Like I just like the design, and I think
Yeah,
it's another way to like put it together."
What makes you
Mhm.
want to put? What makes you want to express yourself
Mhm.
on your nails? Like,
Yeah.
because as me being a person that wants to express myself,
Mhm.
I express myself with my hair,
Yeah.
with my hats, with my shirts, with my pants.
But I do all of that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do all.
So what makes you want to go that far?
The same way I'm inspired by Drake and Jay Electronica and Jay-Z to make music, it's the same way I'm inspired by like A$AP Rocky and Pete Davidson and Tyler the Creator by fashion. Like I dress like that, you know what I mean? So like
Kyle Kuzma, all that.
yeah, so when I see that, I'm like, that's hard. So I want
Yeah.
to replicate it in my own way. So that's really what it is. Like,
Respect.
yeah, for sure. I appreciate you.
Respect.
Y'all know who is the reason for all that, though?
Who? I really
Dennis
don't know.
Rodman.
Is it Dennis Rodman?
Shoot, that's
good.
you know what? Hold
That
on,
was-
hold on. I wasn't even gonna go back that
That
far,
was-
but you right.
Camera.
Mm.
Look at the camera.
That was a good one. That was-
I wasn't even
That
gonna
was
go
right
back
on
that
time.
Put your
far.
nails up, James. Go like this. Yeah.
That's good.
Who was you gonna
I was
say?
saying who inspired that in the circle of the people he named, like A$AP,
Mhm.
Tyler. That's Jaden Smith.
I didn't know
You
that.
can't say that though.
I can, and
Yes, you
and,
can,
and the
because
reason,
they're older
hold on,
than him.
Hold on. The reason I say it is because I know, because you know I don't talk about things I know. So go research it for yourself. Go see who started doing that and who started hanging out with who, and when certain fashion things changed. Not that they weren't fashionable, but painting of nails,
Right.
Hold on.
Gothic influence.
Right.
You
Nah,
are
that's
not.
all I'm
That's
saying.
not
definitely
true.
like the punk
Okay.
influence or the goth.
I'm not even. Listen.
rock
I'm so
influence.
confident. I ain't even gonna argue.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm weak. But
So you're
Prove
telling
it!
me, you're telling me that A$AP Rocky, that is well, I'm 30 years old, about to be 31.
Mhm.
So A$AP Rocky is like around my age. You said A$AP Rocky and who's the other person?
Never say he wasn't fashionable.
No,
That's not what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. And Tyler the Creator,
Mhm.
also someone around my age.
Tyler the Creator is Jaden's boyfriend. But go ahead.
Yes, they were fucking, but we're not talking about that.
I don't know
That's
about that, but they definitely have a
They
love.
were. It was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Woo woo. That's not what we're talking about. But you're telling me that Jaden Smith got the inspiration,
No.
I mean,
he
that
is
they-
the inspiration.
that he is the inspiration.
Him and Willow both have inspired a lot of people
No.
out here. Don't make me talk about it. Everybody makes fun of those kids and calls them weird, but don't make me talk about it and bring receipts. Because I will. But we ain't going to do it today. We're going to do that another time. We can do that tonight, baby. Don't worry about it. James. All right.
I also
So,
want to say like
Go ahead.
with the I'm sorry, no. Even with everything we're talking about, it doubles down on the second half of what I said, you know, in terms of not only being a God-fearing creative, but I'm really trying to like impact culture. So like when I walk into the church and I have on my hats, I have on the way that I dress, I have on my nails painted. People are gonna ask questions, and I get it. It is frustrating, but I would rather you ask the question to get the answer as opposed to make an assumption, because that's where the growth happens. And I think I could be an advocate for the change in that regard. So like part of the reason I paint my nails beyond what I've already talked about, just to disrupt the culture a little bit.
conversation
You know, for the
piece.
conversation, just because there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to do this. And it's funny because the people that ask me end up doing it. Yeah, they
That's how
really
it
do.
is.
It's
Yeah,
like,
they
it's
may
really-
want-
They want.
you just, the thing is, people need someone else to do it first.
Yeah, they want.
You know, and I don't mind
They
doing
want
it
that
first.
confirmation.
Look, Miss Jessie beat you. She beat you. Okay, so she just beat me with the Dennis Rodman because I wasn't expecting that. I was talking about Jaden. Miss Jessie just got you. She said David Bowie. is the first guy I saw polish his nails, and David Bowie was before David, whatever his name is. The black dude who used to play the singer and the basketball player. There you go.
Won, that's crazy.
Cowboys won win.
No, they did.
They didn't win?
No, they did.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, all to the Cowboys. And Miss Jessie, thank you.
Let's not talk about these Cowboys. Let's not talk about these
I said all.
So, James, one of your songs that everybody seems to repeat and love, and if you see Miss Tiffany Harris
Plug it up. Come on.
in the crowd when he's performing it, I mean, it's a whole mascot situation.
Yeah.
Okay, she's a really good supporter. But anyways, the song is dope. It's called
Performing that tonight, right?
Recon.
Performing?
Yeah.
You want him to perform it? We didn't talk about that.
Oh, we ain't talking about him just playing that song and him just
You
doing
can.
his thing?
It's up to him. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Now.
I can do that.
You should definitely do that.
Okay.
You can. Whatever is
You
sent in the
should.
podcast guest thing, it's sent. So then whenever they send, they can
I'm
send.
sorry, my bad. Am I pushing?
No, I'm down for that.
But yeah, we can definitely do that. I just forgot what I was going to say.
You were saying, you were talking about Recon.
Recon. Thank you so much. So, Recon is a dope song. You're gonna hear that a little later, but that song is a crowd pleaser. And no, I don't know all the words.
Yeah, no.
But I do know some.
Yeah.
But the words from the hook go like what?
Running back like Deion. Okay.
Run it back like Deion. Okay, okay. You know what I mean?
Bought a
Hey, let him say it.
She know the cadence.
Alright, go ahead.
She know the melody though. She got the melody.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, what was it? Okay. They don't know where I be. Bought a crib in the city.
Damn.
Flew out to my city.
Huh.
Got so OD.
Huh.
His strategy.
Woo.
That's check in 2.
Oh.
Checkmate in 3.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Hey.
what inspired you to come up with that particular concept? Seal did wear nail polish, but Seal was after David Bowie, so I think David Bowie still wins. I would think. But anyways, go ahead.
Is Lou Reed before or after David Bowie?
Who the hell is Lou Reed?
I was about to say, damn.
He might have got it.
Lou Reed sound like them.
Fuck. I was trying to keep it. I was like, I don't know who that person is.
I'ma just make up something. Muddy Walters had nail polish
How
on.
dare you say that?
Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler
Steven
did have,
Tyler
but
did.
David Bowie was before.
But I'm not worried
I don't know why
about
we
anything
were so
other.
obsessed with this nail polish.
I'm sorry. I'm being real. I'm talking about hip hop. I'm talking about hip hop.
Okay.
Right.
Hip hop. Okay, first people in hip
Period.
hop to
Because we
Jaden
got
Smith.
my man Young Boy. Nobody want to talk about Young Boy.
You got nail polish too.
We got Young Boy.
Yeah,
We
but
got
he just
A$AP.
started transitioning to that.
He just
He
started.
did.
It's been 2 years.
ASAP. Yeah, 2 years.
So he's in it.
Black people was calling Jaden weird for wearing nail polish and stuff like 15, almost 20 years ago.
Jaden wore a Batman suit. Jaden different.
Yeah.
Jaden is different, but
He's different and he providing water to
hold on,
Michigan.
wait, watch this,
Lil
watch
Yachty.
this, because I put money.
Lil Yachty's after.
Sure, no, not one.
After.
Name-
Show no, what?
But
Watch
he's in
it.
hip hop though. is what I'm
Yes, he is, but he wasn't the first.
Okay.
Lil Yachty does wear nail polish too.
Okay, first of all, what's his name? What's your name?
Luke.
Jonas. What's his name?
Luke.
Luke. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, damn
Pick it up, pick it up. Luke.
She said Jonas.
Listen, Luke.
Jonas
All right.
is crazy.
First of all,
Jonas.
Yachty don't count.
I didn't realize you were talking about. a
Yeah,
certain time
that's
period.
number one. Yachty don't count. Second of all, who was we were just talking about?
You don't even know what's going on.
Yes, I
She-
do.
she
That's
tried
why.
to listen.
That's why I asked him for a period of time because I had to get there and then get here.
What about Dennis Rodman? What are you talking about?
No, we was just talking about rappers, and then we were asking what they were talking about, and then you said a name.
No, you were saying you said who was the first rapper to
I
do
don't think
it.
I said a name. Maybe I did.
Then you said who was the first rapper, so we were going through that.
Man, I don't even remember what
Yeah, right.
I was trying to get to anymore.
At all.
It's fine. It's cool. I'll take that.
And I
I'll
almost,
take it because I had it and then I lost it.
I'm not especially confident on this, but if anybody is watching from my hip hop group Audio Dope, because you're the only ones who would know this, I might be wrong, but I think it's Busy Bone. Check on it for me. Check on it. Because I have a memory of Busy having his nails black in the Source magazine. But I might be wrong.
I think, if I'm not mistaken.
But check on it for me.
I think that a lot of hip hop culture was influenced by rock culture.
Of course.
Of course.
And I think they were like heavy on
But
the
you know, a lot of African Americans, people of color, are infused with rock culture.
We created rock music.
So
Yeah.
I think they really started it like that rock culture.
We created rock, we created country, we created jazz, we created blues, we created hip hop. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different.
So
It
what
definitely
about Jimi
happened.
Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix is a rock star.
No, I'm saying like so.
But he wasn't a rapper. He definitely painted his nails.
I'm trying to think of somebody.
I'm
else.
thinking of rappers that started painting their nails. Because I was born in 1992. I am about to be 31 years old March the 2nd. So
Wayne did, I think, at one point. Didn't he?
was it when he was like,
think that
"Hey
was like-
Barbie"?
I think that was like after
He might have. I don't
the
know.
trend
Kinda
already
already
He
started.
did the
I
rock
don't-
music for a second.
I know, for what I know, Wayne did rock music, but he was more rock like with like skateboards and guitars.
Acoustic,
Yeah, I
style.
never saw him painting his nails. I don't know, but also what I do know is like these days, people being younger
Yeah, they accept
and
it more.
men are like more on, like even with me, I'm like, I don't want to go get a which one is on your
Pedicure?
feet?
Pedicure.
Feet is pedicure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know nothing about like pedicures and manicures, but these days like men do that more. So I don't know.
It's just a preference.
Well, if you ever see him with his nail polish on in the public,
They be fire every time.
can I
Thank
hold
you.
your hand?
Yeah, I need
Okay.
to get it done again, but yeah.
Walk up to him and say, "Brother, you need a refill." Okay? Because I already looked. This is professionally done. I already know. He went to a spot to get this done. That strip right there. Because I used to do nails. I know how hard it is. Listen, let me tell you. Tell him you need a refill. It's
That's
okay.
a fact. That's a fact. I do.
Look at mine. Make sure I ain't. Boom. Boom.
Nah,
Run it back like Deion.
respect.
Okay, so anyways, what's up and coming for you as far as Eden say he gets his feet done.
Yeah.
What's
good.
up and coming for you as far as your music? What do you have going on this year?
Well, earlier you asked me what inspired Recon.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think that it really started at the beginning of COVID. So, we're all to ourselves, and actually the hook starts off with Dola Moves I Be On. I forgot that part. But during that time, I spent a lot of time just rediscovering myself through music. I even did like pop for a second. Like I don't know if the tracks are ever coming out, but I did that for a second, and then I got back into writing hip hop music, and then also rediscovered myself through fashion and through my business and through reading the word. There was just so many different versions of myself that I figured out, and the reason I got to that line where it's like running back like Deion is because I realized the work just keeps continuing. Like you just got to keep doing it over and over and over again to really get better. Yeah, but I just take those concepts and then put them into like I try to catchy hooks. And
Inspired me tonight.
That's what he real.
But I never fully understood that that's what you were saying. Like you just gotta keep.
But see, I try to. That's why I'm really trying to compete, bro. Like I take these ideas that are really important to me, and I try to put it into these songs that people can just play and not even really know it at times, But the more you play it and the more you listen, you're like, oh, he's talking about, what I mean? It's a journey, you know what I mean?
No.
Like with the song.
What I did realize when I listened to your music, I understand that I don't want to say a man of the cloth. Because when you say a man of the cloth, that's on a whole nother jump.
You sound so
Oh, yeah.
black.
Oh, yeah.
The man of the cloth.
Oh,
You know he ain't no damn pastor, girl.
No, I mean like
Yeah.
somebody that's like really in, like you're spiritually inclined. You grew up behind the book. You was in there like, and out mountain high.
That's
Like,
not a church
I
song. Joshua got the bottle of Jericho, like that.
God.
Not.
Oh, you was Jehovah's Witness, is what you was. That was.
I was a Jehovah's Witness growing
That's
up. I have a
that's
whole
why-
story, but don't make me tell it right now. Like, but I can sing regular songs. Like,
Anyway.
I'm coming up
No, see.
on
Anyway.
the rough side
Anyway,
of the mountain. I'm doing my best to make it in.
Yeah.
I can take you from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Don't play with me.
I do it.
No, I'm just saying.
Now, I mean, I'm over here quiet because I already
But we
know,
battle not against flesh and blood.
I already know a lot about James, so it's like I want y'all to get all y'all questions in. But like it's
What I was saying earlier with because you just brought back a thought. When I said earlier the point of difference. So I noticed with James is that it's not that he, mixes his faith in with his music. Boom. Because people have done that before, right? But there is a way to do it where you can do it and still be relatable, and you can do it and still not isolate people, because it is a very fine line, especially when you feel like you have a message for people, because you could say one thing and then they shut down and don't want to listen to you, right? But I'm an observer. I see a lot. I speak a lot, but I don't say a lot that I see, right? Because I just study people and study things, and I watched it. It's a point of difference. And I really believe your music, there's no better time in the music industry for you to be making that type of music, because we finally, and y'all might get offended, we finally have seen how you can take Christian influenced music or faith-based music and make it dope. And the person who did that's name is Kanye West. I don't care what no one says, whatever you feel about him, we're not going to talk about that. But he is, because I used to be a youth leader in church. Like, I used to lead the teens. I know a lot of back in the day, or even maybe early 2000s, mid 2000s, I'm not thinking about her, Christian music, rap, white music, black music, all of it. I could sing Irish Christian songs, all of it. And I always said, when it came to hip hop, which I love, they were lacking because production was lacking. And because lyricism wasn't as important, because they were trying to do the message. Kanye definitely showed us that you can actually be profitable and put that in the music. And James' music, to me, it's the same vein. And it doesn't have to be like he rose on the third day. You know, it don't have to be like that.
Exactly.
He getting his message across, and it's relatable.
I definitely,
that's the most important.
Mostly, I definitely want to encourage you, because I definitely saw that in you. I said, oh, this is the perfect time for him to be doing that, and he's relatable,
Still wore nail polish?
I guess, at one time. He said we're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. I don't know. That's what he said, though. So, Cedric, because you know James Moore, Prince wore pants with no butt in them, babe. Nail polish was nothing to Prince.
I didn't care about that. I asked if he wore
I'm sure he wore nail polish. I can't even think right now, but I'm sure.
That's what I'm trying to think. I'm like...
And makeup.
Yeah.
I know he wore... I know his ass was out, and I know he wore makeup.
Androgyny was very big at that time. Very big. Men...
I mean, shit, if I could go like this and gyrate and go, ooh, a couple of times and make a couple of billions, I would do that shit too.
I understand, but we gotta get off the nail polish. I love you to death, but we gotta get off the nail polish. You keep trying to run it back like Deion.
I was reading...
That man wanna wear nail polish.
No, I was reading comments. That's what made me start asking questions. My bad.
Oh, Miss Jessie said, we see your tat, ma'am. Who's she talking to?
Me. Because I was showing my Kanye tat while you was talking.
Oh, yeah. That's not her best one, though. Her best one's on the other hand.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that.
But... Sorry. I meant to warn you. We're kind of 80s.
No, you're good.
So, anyways, we talked about Recon. We talked about your point of difference. Now, I know you have some performances coming up. Can you please tell the public about your performances before we move on to hot topics?
Yeah. So it's all leading up to my album that's coming out later this year. So I have a performance on February 4th That'll be at Couture Coffee in downtown Fredericksburg. And I have
Shout out to Couture.
Yeah, shout out to Couture Facts. It's been a great venue for me. And then February 11th, that's going to be in the Hilton. And that's actually on my Facebook page. That's for a fashion show. I'll be walking and performing in it.
And I'll be performing.
Facts.
We'll be performing at the same place.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's
going
dope.
What was that, suit and tie?
It's formal.
Fashion.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. They
suit
say
and
they're
tie.
supposed to have fashion.
It's like formal, yeah.
But the chicks ain't that.
Yeah, just look nice.
Justice.
Shout out Justice, yo.
Shout out
Happy
Justice.
birthday, yo.
Justice, facts.
Happy birthday.
Look, that's crazy when you have so many associates and friends who are doing events and productions where you got to be like, oh, whose thing is that? We got all these people. That's beautiful. That really is beautiful. Like, oh, which one is that? That's February. Oh,
Right,
March.
excellent.
Yeah, that's
Excellent.
dope. You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it. So, before we move on to our hot topics to discuss, I wanted Cedric to take a chance. If you want to ask James certain questions, because you do know him more than we do personally. So maybe you want to, ask that since.
I do have I have a couple things to say before I ask a question. I did like the fact that you're referring yourself as a rapper and not just a Christian rapper now, because you're right, that puts you in a box that many people can't get out of, and when you do try to get out of, you're still in a box because it's like a whole shell of people that's still trying to maneuver. Like, all right, I'm R&B, but I'm Christian, but or I'm rap, but I'm still Christian. Like, no, just put yourself. I'm a rapper, but I believe in Christ. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and I like that. But my question is, what about your album? I heard you got an album coming out. I heard you got a couple music videos coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard you got a lot of production you done put it behind it. Shout out my man's JB.
Facts.
Yeah, and I heard you doing a lot of little, insightful things with your music. What's going on with your album?
Yeah, man. So, bro, I appreciate you, man. So the album actually is called "You Are Already Good Enough." I haven't really told too many people that, but man, with the whole therapy journey and just like the self-confidence thing that I be dealing with sometimes, it's hard to tell like through my performances, but it's been a journey for me to really get to this point of being able to talk confidently to like who I am and like what I'm trying to do. And yeah, man, I just had to tell myself that statement a lot. Like, you are already good enough, and especially in my music and in dating and just who I'm trying to be and professionally in my career, so on and so forth. And yeah, man, so I'm trying to actually, I'm shooting some stuff. Cedric's going to be a part of it next weekend. It's called The Healing Project. That's going to be part of the promotion for my album that's coming up. And it's really focused on having conversations with different people who are also creatives who just have a story to tell. And I think we all have a backstory, because when I went through therapy and started growing through it, I was like, oh, like, this is normal. Like, mad people have the same type of issues. So I just wanted to have one-on-one discussions with people regarding what they may be going through and what they may be dealing with, and giving them an opportunity to really speak to that as well. So that's really what the Healing Project is about. And it'll be like this therapy one-on-one session that'll be tied into You're Already Good Enough as a promotion package. And me and JB have been working on a lot of video content that I'll be dropping on Instagram and on all the other platforms. So yeah, man, it's all really to be honest, it's really for me. I'm giving it to other people. Hopefully you guys gain something from it. But this whole process has been about me trying to be more confident in who God has called me to be. So it's been a journey, but I'm here. So yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Thank you.
And you are already good enough.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you're dope as fuck.
Tiffany, can you hear us now? Tiffany said they didn't have no sound.
Yeah, can y'all hear us now?
Can you hear us now?
Too bad we can't put on the beat and we like.
It might have been old.
Yeah, I need to get better at freestyling. That's something I need to get good at.
But definitely send that to that email. Do you still have my email?
I was getting ready to do that right now.
Yeah, and then I'll just forward it to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
stream's going.
When
she couldn't hear. I guess when the camera was messing up.
We'll just practice.
She said she couldn't hear anything y'all clapped for.
Even if you record it,
Yeah.
I promise you.
She talking about probably when we was on the
really?
other camera, because I don't have the sound on it.
Damn. So what we were clapping for was what James just spoke about. And sorry that you get that the sound cut out. We've been having some technical difficulty. Blah, blah, blah.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
The short story is there was a
Software update. It went wrong. Y'all know how that goes. Boom, boom, boom. We didn't want to tell you all that, but that's what happened. So anyways, ooh, shoot. Never mind.
Baby.
I didn't do that. That ain't even happen.
Ain't even happen.
EK know I love him. I did not mean to do that.
Not at all.
And look, I kept it right on the table.
Yeah. So that's always good.
So, anywho, that's why the sound went out, because he had to fix the camera. But James was basically talking about what he had coming up, why he has kind of transitioned into being more comfortable, why he Cedric praised him on considering himself. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
I'm all state wide receiver.
Were you really? Okay. We can interview you one day.
You be surprised.
This guy.
So anywho,
I don't play basketball. What's
so
up?
James was basically saying, Cedric was telling him
Oh, we
that.
gonna talk some shit.
Cedric was sorry, guys. Cedric was telling him that he's very proud of him for calling himself a rapper instead of a Christian rapper now, because that puts you in a box. That's why I tend to say I'm a creative and an artist, because I do a couple of different things, and sometimes it's like,
You don't want to be kept.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You don't want to yeah.
Got you, baby.
Thank you. And you don't want to be pigeonholed, but that's what he was basically saying, and we were just clapping for him and looking forward to the upcoming performances, things like that.
And this album coming out and music videos,
Facts.
and he has also an upcoming project called
You Are Already Good.
You are already good enough.
coming up, and
And JB the Great has been working with him
Facts.
on his video.
Facts.
all that good stuff. All that good stuff.
I can hear him now. Y'all froze for a second on my screen. Yeah, I think it was because of the camera thing, Tiff. I'm so sorry. I really am.
But we back at it.
So, what we're going to do, before we get into Hot Topics, we're going to get into Hot Topics and discuss those with James. And then towards the end, we are going to play his song that we all love. Okay? So you guys can hear it as well. We are toasting to what? My amazing partner.
My
She
love.
like that. She like that. Look. She like that. She
like
like
I
that.
feel like I'm
She
pissed
like
her
that.
off.
Look, she like that. She's like, oh.
What's the toast?
What we toasting to?
We just toasting the love, good vibes, and the good environment.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Always.
Slides whenever. And woo.
Burned a little bit.
EK, if I send you his song to your email, is it too late?
No, I think I can make it work.
Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, is you dumb?
First, let's go.
First of all, for all you little scholars in the comments, yes, I know that is you dumb is not proper grammar. But if you are a hip-hop head like I am, you know that is you dumb comes from Remy Ma. And it makes so much sense, because a dumb person would say, is you dumb? In this segment, I want to talk about something or some things that have happened lately that make you think, get your mans. Or is you dumb? Okay? Y'all can bring up whatever ones you want, but I got one specific one to talk about. As you guys know, Young Thug is part of the YSL.
I knew you was going to
He's
do
an
this.
idiot.
Hold on.
I knew you was going to do this.
Okay, part of the YSL record label,
Yeah.
and the prosecution says it's a gang. Whatever.
Well, it's
Ba-
not a game.
Basically, he's
though.
locked
I
up.
don't-
They
we
got
don't
99
know it.
other co-defendants with them. They turning, they talking
Hold on.
like crazy.
Hold on, wait, baby.
Yes.
We don't know YSL as a gang or anything of that nature or anything. We just know as YSL because we love the music. Correct?
Yes.
All right, boom. Let's go.
Like I said, YSL is a music label or a gang, according to the prosecuting attorneys in Atlanta who brought these charges and put them in jail for being a gang. I'm not saying they're a gang. I'm saying there is federal records that say they're a gang. I'm not saying they're a gang.
Yeah, but
I don't want no smoke. I don't even want to smoke with Gunna, and I think I can take him. I don't want it.
But we don't believe that they are a gang. We don't care about what people are saying.
So the nail polish and the gang is where you want to die on the hill tonight. Is that? I mean, I just. I love you. Okay, so. Anywho, so if you guys don't know, Young Thug, who is a very talented, famous rapper under the Cash Money Birdman brand, boom, 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 he is in jail. And the way that they're going at him, he may not come home anytime soon, but we hope, I don't hope anybody stays in jail. But they're accusing him of doing a lot of crazy stuff and being a head of an organization, right? So imagine, if you don't know who these people are, imagine John Gotti, right? They're accusing, John Gotti is in court, okay? He's in court, and the prosecuting attorney is interrogating Sammy the Bull Gravano, right? So there's cameras everywhere. There's going to be paparazzi. They're calling him the Teflon Don. There are eyes everywhere. And this ain't John Gotti time. It's not the 80s or the 90s. It is 2023. 2023. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Which means we have cameras everywhere. My engineer has 4 cameras alone in this house. I can't do nothing. Okay? I can't steal a fork, a straw, anything. So, of course, there's cameras everywhere. Especially in a courtroom. Right? So, the reason why I put him in my Is You Dumb segment is because this week, we all witnessed a video of court proceedings for Mr. Young Thug. And I'm not saying it was, because they might just be accusing him of something, but it looked like a hand-to-hand, right?
Transaction. In court.
Well, I shouldn't say the accused.
Why he sitting down?
And the cop who was in there, they saw him because there's cameras and they're watching them.
Instantly.
And for most of you guys who heard this story who don't know, they are definitely watching because they've already accused them of sneaking drugs in there, and they thought that a nurse was connected. Yep. So now they're not sneaking drugs in the joint from the nurse. They sneaking drugs in from a random guy who comes up to the defendant in court and puts it in his hand. And what is it you guys asked? What was it? It was a Percocet. And immediately, if you watch the video, immediately the cop comes over. Immediately.
It won't no pause. It won't no sight.
He can't run on over like, come on, brother.
Yeah. And then he stopped trying to fumble with the door. You reaching for the wrong part of the door.
I saw that.
If you supposed to get out there, get out there. Like,
so, to me, it is extremely dumb to accept any drugs in a court proceeding where there are cameras, where you are a celebrity, where it's one of the biggest cases ever in Georgia. That is crazy to me. Now, to shoot Young Thug some bail. You know, I'm like that Dave Chappelle spoof. I am that black person. I don't believe nothing until I know for sure. I know what I saw. I know what I saw. But sometimes, because history, we've been accused of stuff we don't really do sometimes. So I do try to give people bail. I'm giving him bail. Maybe he didn't know what the guy was giving him. Do y'all think that's possible? Because he was just there.
It was a setup, a sting. Maybe his man was trying to bring him down.
No, I'm saying, so, like, you're in court. Like, babe, you know how he was sitting there. And somebody comes over and just gives you something. And you're like, you don't want to be like, nah. But you're trying to figure it out. And you're like, okay. Or, no.
Did they confirm it was perks?
Yeah.
Dang.
They said it was Percocet. It was half a perk, right?
Yeah, that's...
I don't even know. I just felt like it was stupid. to do any type of transaction
Yeah,
in
that's
that
not
type of
smart.
situation.
We're
Like it
recording.
makes
You can't just stare.
or
Young Thug.
another
That's
person.
Yeah, I
that's
wanna hear
that's
what
why I
Young Thug
can't
gotta
come
say.
to a conclusion because I'm like, maybe there is stuff we don't know about what can be used, what can't be used, and then on the other hand, maybe Young Thug, because it's not just Gunna,
Right.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
rack of them,
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of them.
and
You
it
got a
seemed like it
brother
happened at the
involved
same
with this.
time.
It's like,
Everything.
and that's what I'm saying. I
So
wonder,
maybe he's like, you know what, I'm done.
I wonder.
So,
Yeah, I wonder.
I wonder.
if they had like a conversation, or it's just so much that happens behind, I guess, a
The
jail
scenes.
cell or whatever that could really be leading to what we see in the court and in the video. So I know Gunna put out a statement saying that he was like, I did not snitch.
Yeah,
But-
his lawyer say he didn't snitch,
Yeah, it's
but
just-
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say that.
he's supposed to, and that's what I feel
It's,
like.
just,
He's
it's tough. Yeah.
Gunna's supposed to do. I feel like he's doing everything he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
As in, like, after taking the plea deal, I don't feel like taking the plea deal was the right thing to do. But him taking the plea deal and what he's doing afterwards is the right thing to do. Like, putting out the statement that he put out, not being really out there like that, you know, being conservative. I feel like that's the right thing to do. But with doing all of that, you're making yourself look even more as a snitch. Like, I don't feel like
Yeah.
I don't feel like you getting in this situation. He making himself 6'9". He's 6'9". Like, pretty much like you go in court, you're cooperating. Your lawyer done told you what to say. You're just saying everything. You're scripted. Like, you're not on your own will and your own worth. You're doing what they say and just like, all right, well, I hope this works out. I just feel like it's snitching.
Got you.
I just that's just my
Opinion.
feeling about it. Like, it's snitching. Like,
And that was my initial
like,
opinion.
it's
I just feel like there's stuff we don't know yet.
yeah, true. Yeah, it's a lot we don't know. It's a lot we don't know.
And for there to be so many
Witnesses.
co-defendants, and they're all like, it's like maybe there's something more. I don't know, or maybe okay. So I won't name any names, but people who are watching who know me know. Well, I had an ex, and my ex was involved in a certain crime, and unfortunately, somebody lost their life. This is a long time ago, when we were all teenagers, and the crime involved two people, and make a long story short, when court came, one person said something that made the whole court thing get disrupted and gave that person less time. Okay? That's the cloth I've come from, though. You know what I'm saying? But that happens. People will do it in that other way. I don't know if they have set up something and said, okay, you need to tell them to do this because this is our strategy, and if they do this, then when it gets time for your trial,
this is gonna work.
yeah. So I'm like, I
You have
don't.
a good lawyer.
Yeah, it depends on, you know what I'm saying? Sierra Games said Thug better do the same or they're going to stick him with the length of jail time. Oh, yeah, they trying.
Yeah,
They definitely trying.
See, but that's the thing. Thug
is
can't
free.
take a plea deal
Free
because
Thugger.
he's the
main one they're
orchestrator.
coming after anyway.
Yeah, he's the one. Like, he's the main guy. He can't take no plea deal. Like, the plea deal he's going to take is going to be like 20, 30 years. Like, so it's no need.
So it would have been better for all of them to just be solid and stay with him.
And say, I don't know
Then that's
nothing.
on him. He should have made sure everybody had money on their books. That's what you got to do.
That's really,
I mean, he should have made sure everybody was comfortable.
to be honest, that's really what it
That's
boils down
really
to.
what it boils down
That
to.
boils
It,
down to that.
when I see that happen, I say, "Oh, he didn't take care of people." That's what it looks like to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will say this,
Free
and a lot of
Thugger.
people probably would look
Yeah.
crazy if all that stuff really was going on. I can't wrap my mind around why you would extract yourself from poverty, get to these heights, and still be dealing in that. I can't. But if the things that they're accusing this organization of are happening, then let God have his way. And I'm saying that because I'm tired of us losing so many people. I'm tired of our neighborhoods being destructed. I'm tired.
How do y'all feel about? When Takeoff passed, I was hurt, bro. Like, how do y'all feel about the music that embodies this type of like drugs, illegal activity that we praise? You know, like in our culture for real. Like, how do y'all just feel about like the lyrics?
That's a whole episode
Oh, okay.
that we could go. No, that we could go into. But basically, I feel like I don't blame So a computer is going to do what it's programmed to do.
Right.
And a computer is going to
Yeah.
act sick if it has a virus.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
I believe that we see a lot of sick symptoms
Yeah.
from a virus.
Yeah, that's real.
And it's been programmed there. I do believe there comes a time where we have to take personal accountability because now we can't say the knowledge isn't there. It's not being hidden anymore. We have the internet. Boom, boom, boom. I do see progress in those things and us rising and doing that. But music is the easiest way to influence people.
Yes.
Music is the easiest way to program people.
Yes.
And I do believe that hip hop has transitioned like many of our other art forms and is being controlled by other people, and they will pick anybody off the street to make an album. And if it is low vibrational music, if it is kill drill music, they are more likely to get a record deal. I'm not saying people who do drill music don't have a story, should not have an album, but when you see a whole push of nothing
That's
but
right.
that,
Yeah.
there's a reason.
Yeah.
That's
You
how
know,
I
yeah,
look at it.
I agree. I agree. I think that there's definitely an agenda
Yes.
in the industry regarding that. And yeah, man, I don't know. I think something has to change or we're gonna just keep dying. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna be easy, but I think there's a possibility for it. You know, there really is. So we'll see what happens.
Something
over
does
time.
have to change, but I don't think it's the music. I think if the real
It's
life
the-
situations change, the
That's
music
exactly.
will change.
You have to change the community
Yeah.
because the community,
Yes.
the music is gonna be a reflection of what happens in the community. So I agree.
Yeah, I feel like with Takeoff, like, all right, so with him dying, right, it was
Yeah, tragic.
Tragic.
that's the best word. There you
Man.
go. Tragic.
Tragic.
And how he died, the reason he died, he wasn't even involved.
Wasn't even
like,
involved, man.
Like it's a whole lot that goes behind it, and the reason why he died is just a whole lot behind it. So
It's a fiction.
with that, and like you said, the culture being what it is and how it's going, I don't feel like this has been going on for a long time. It hasn't just been now. Like, we've been rapping about what we've been rapping about.
Right.
We've been saying what we've been
Right,
saying.
right.
It's just a different beat, maybe a different sound, maybe a different tempo. Like you said, maybe lower vibrations. Like,
The difference is in
Change
my
the gangster
opinion,
rap.
the difference, because I agree, we've always had stuff. The difference is there's not as much diversity now.
Yeah.
okay. yeah,
So when
I
you
agree
turn on
with
the
that. I
radio,
agree.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not, you're not hearing a conscious and then this and then
Yeah,
you're hearing
Exactly.
Kill, kill, kill.
And the
kill and I get him and I nigga and kill him, kill,
kid's like, I
and
gotta
shake
make
ass.
this.
Turn that
That's it.
That's right. That's right. And kids are like, I gotta make this type of music.
to make it right, and that's what I feel like it is right now. I mean, I ain't gonna say right now, but I'm gonna say that's how it is, how it's been. Like it's not, and it's only one way to change it, and it's if as a culture we change it.
Yeah.
Like so,
It's gonna take time.
yeah, it definitely takes time, but it takes awareness. It's
Yeah,
not.
right.
It's not just
That's right.
the time. Time is very critical, but it's awareness
Yeah.
that's more critical than anything.
Sierra Gaines said, "Look at all the artists that died in 1 year and how they
Yeah.
died," which is true.
And how they die.
And I think half those people are being killed in other ways than what we're being told. But that's a whole. That's like I said. I could go down a
Yeah.
rabbit
Right.
hole with
and
this.
extorted and all.
I mean, deep.
Yeah. There's definitely an
Like
agenda,
go
for
back
sure.
and investigate the Sam Cooke and Teddy Pendergrass accident and the Sam Cooke murders and go back and investigate that because it's been going on forever.
Even Michael
with our
Jackson.
music, all of them. Go back and really look at it. You know, Teddy Pendergrass was paralyzed. Remember? And if you're like me, you grew up hearing, "Oh, he was paralyzed. He was caught in a car with a transvestite." Go really research that story. And find out that was not the first time somebody had messed with his brakes and they were trying to get cataloged. They've been doing that to artists. I mean, it is. They've been killing them and sprinkling crack on them. I mean, it's been deep. So we could definitely discuss that. I believe there is an agenda to keep us in a low vibration right now.
I agree. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like ratchet music.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like drill music
Because
sometimes.
it's lit. It's a
she likes
vibe.
drill music more than me, and I will say like I can't. It's too much. Like
Yeah,
I get to a point.
There's a limit. Yeah, I agree.
I get to a point, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't. 'Cause
Right.
I do.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit act like I ain't never twerked somewhere. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying there needs to be diversity.
Yeah. Right.
I
Needs
need
be
to
a balance.
hear something. It's
Something.
electric. At least put that in there. I don't know. Put something lighthearted in there. Like, I don't want to kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially not nobody like me. All right, next slide. Sorry. All right, this is another good one. Okay, oversharing, freedom or cringe? So I have a picture of Young Miami and Puffy. So let me see the PC way. I'm trying to get better because they're starting to ding people for everything. Young Miami on her show Carisha Please this week
With Trina.
was talking to Trina, and if you don't know who Trina, y'all know that Trina, and Golden Showers came up. I'm not gonna tell you what those are. Please Google. I'm not gonna do that.
No, don't tell people to Google that.
Don't say
They will not be prepared for the search results.
It is parental discretion type of stuff. But anyways,
I'm gonna say it's drip, drip, drip.
Golden Showers came up, and then Trina asked Miami how she felt, and Miami's reaction was, I love it. It just does something to me. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
boom.
really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you
excited?
haven't seen it.
James!
I didn't finish the episode yet.
Shit,
Oh,
my
you haven't
girl.
seen it.
Yeah, I saw the beginning. I didn't finish the whole
Oh
episode.
yeah, she said she loves it. Just does something to me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
so which is look, I'm not a kink shaming person. I'm not a
Right,
shaming
right.
person unless you were doing something wrong to children or I'm
Yeah,
really not.
all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. I agree with all
I'm
of
not.
that.
You
I
do what
agree
you
with
want
all
to
of
do,
that.
whatever. But at this point,
Oh my goodness.
why
Pull my pants
why
up.
are we sharing
Oh, my
everything? Because
Oh, my
because I
goodness.
got hit with so I heard Young Miami say she loved Golden Shower. I said, well, okay, good for her. Okay, hopefully she's in the bathtub. She can clean it up easily. Boom. I scroll.
Oh, she had
Next
more.
one.
She had more.
No, not even her. Keely. You know what I'm talking about. I'm sitting tired, broken promises from 3LW. Y'all might have missed this one.
What she said?
She said she had an entanglement with J Book, Lil Fizz,
What?
and Raspy.
Hey, yep. No, Marion.
What? No, Mario.
No, Marion.
And the way it was, when you watch the interview, it didn't sound like a Jada Pinkett, August Alsina entanglement.
Oh, they-
It sounded like choo. Okay, again, I'm not judging, not shaming nobody. Boom, big old freak, big whatever. Cool. Why are you telling everybody?
Yeah,
First of
I
all,
don't tell nobody.
Keely,
That's not
B2K
nobody.
is never gonna come together again, probably, and 3LW is done. Why 20 years later are you sharing this? Young Miami, they're like, well, Trina asked her. That's
Because
her
the game-
show.
No, fuck that.
Like, come on.
You could easily just pass.
Exactly.
Like, it's first of all, it was her game that she made. So if you,
I like that you see through shit. Like, I be seeing through shit. It's her shit.
It's
She
her
did
show.
that.
It's her show. It's her game that she made. If she didn't want to answer the question, she didn't have to answer the question, and she should have not answered that question. Because Lord have mercy, Lord. Like the P Diddy's.
She did it on purpose because they knew his name had been changed to P. Diddy.
The
So,
P-E-E.
This dude trended on Twitter as P.E.E. Diddy for the whole day. You cannot tell me, as somebody, Puffy has been in the industry even before Biggie. He was a backup dancer for Father MC. Yes, I remember.
So, hold on, wait, babe.
He knows that. He knows how it's gonna play out.
Babe, can I ask you a question? And, and this might not make it through edit. But I just want to know. I just want to know when it's 7 o'clock. I'm on my drop top.
Cruising
Cruising the streets.
Yes.
It won't know P. Diddy sitting on that thing for me.
Oh, that's a rumor that Usher was an issue. I'm not gonna talk too much.
That's what I said.
I won't even get into that. But yes, we can talk about it tonight. We can talk about that tonight.
You heard about that? You heard about that P. Diddy?
Have you ever watched? Did you watch? Man, I ain't heard about it. I know. It's okay. You know, P. Diddy named me pretty. It's what May said.
It's a lot of things.
P. Diddy made me pretty.
Have you heard about that?
Have
you? Hold on, wait, babe. We heard about it.
We're not gonna get into that. We gotta go to other slides, babe.
I'm sorry.
Let me moderate the podcast.
That's why I shouldn't talk. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna talk no more.
No,
I'm gonna be quiet.
You're supposed to talk. It's a podcast.
I'm not gonna talk no more. I'm not gonna talk no more. I'm so sorry. But if you gonna say shit like that, you gotta make it known.
That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean make known? That he's been accused by multiple people of not only being
that
a pedophile, but being
ain't
gay
been hitting
and killing people?
I'm not worried about him killing people. That's cool. Pow pow. Pew pew pew. That's what's up. But what we really worried about is Diddy on that U.S. HERAYMOND. Baby, tell me what did he say? Baby, tell me what you want to do.
If he is, he has that HERP. Yes. I'm just saying. I don't know, but it's not my business.
Hold on, wait. Spell
I don't care what they do.
What did you spell? Harps?
No.
What did you spell?
Baby, I love you so much. Okay. So anyways, are we into a situation in an era where because clout chasing is profitable, are we oversharing? Because I promise you I'm not a prude. I promise I'm like, but some stuff I'm like, why does everybody need to know that? Like, why?
Yeah, that's one of the things. Her saying that she wants to have golden showers is just one of the things I was not expecting. I was intrigued. The content was
Of course
great.
you were. That's why he perked up. That's why he had a joke. They knew what they was doing.
The content was great, but to hear the results of what she actually said and see the interview, like, she said more than just that she likes golden showers. Like, she likes to be in the shower and they piss on her. She likes to just be pissed on after he nuts or just it was all types of crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So I'm just
we're not kink shaming. We're just
Yeah,
wondering why everything is put out there now.
Yeah, I'm not saying like that's wrong for you to do. Just do your thing. I don't like, but do your thing.
Privacy.
Do your thing. But I just wouldn't have
like-
put that out there as in like because now you got other people involved like P Diddy, like and other people you done messed with.
I think my thing with her is she influences a lot of young girls,
Yes, right.
So
she's a city girl.
Yeah, she's a city girl. Young, and this is not the first thing that I would be concerned about with young girls. And I understand these artists are not supposed to be the kids' parents. I'm a parent of 3. I get it. But at the same time, a parent cannot parent 24/7, right? So sometimes you do wish that certain people had certain standards where there was a time you could figure out, okay, if I play this music with my daughter in the car from these hours, I ain't got to worry because they ain't going to play stuff too crazy right now. They're going to play, late night shit, whatever. That's kind of gone. So these girls are being exposed. Now imagine a 13-year-old girl, 12-year-old girl who loves City Girls and Young Miami. And then, as we talked about earlier, like your influence from A$AP Rocky and them, we're all influenced by celebrities. I don't care. People say they're not, you are. I have witnessed it all my life. The moment a rapper says a liquor brand, I've seen people come to the party like, bam, you ain't never tasted that liquor a day in your life. Yeah. It happens, right? So imagine a 13-year-old girl hearing that, and she's like, oh, yeah, I love that. Fast forward, you got little boys in high school peeing on this girl's face, all kinds of stuff. They putting it in a video. It's ruining her life. It's a whole other thing. It's not Young Miami saying, well, yeah, I'm very into that, and that's a part of BDSM, and I like to be submissive, and I like to have a dominant, and when you're an adult, she's not saying that. She's just saying, I like for people to pee on me.
It's funny because in that same interview, earlier, I think Trina had like a lyric in one of her songs. I think it was something along the lines of like she lost her virginity at 10 or something like that. Like the beginning, and but Carisha asked if that was true,
nothing
and then Trina said no. but she put it in a song.
Why would you say
get,
that?
But I might be saying the wrong thing.
Oh, like Future, like how Future talks about drugs and doesn't do any drugs.
But I think that's the point of it. Like, sometimes
That's the
artists
same
put
shit.
things in songs that they never really did,
and which is a problem.
And people receive it and like, oh, I want to do that too. Go ahead.
Go ahead, babe.
I love how, like, y'all are like, oh, Future's talking about drugs. I don't do any drugs. Oh, Trent is talking about throwing that ass in a circle. Oh, we don't want no asses thrown in a circle.
No, I said Future talks about drugs and he doesn't do them. So that is a problem for me.
But that's
not... you are being paid to push this on a culture when you don't even participate in it.
But you also do know that Future did a drug test and tested positive.
You sound crazy. But okay. You sound crazy. That is propaganda they put out for you to repeat. He did a drug test. That's what your rebuttal is.
He was...
Babe.
Alright. Well, you got it. It's your show. So it's no point in me telling you what I know. Because you know everything. So my fault. I apologize.
Why are you acting like this?
What?
I can't wait for you to see this tomorrow.
I'm excited to see it.
Okay. So he did a drug test, so that proves that he does drugs, is what you're saying. Is that what you're saying? Because he's even saying he doesn't. But I'm wondering, what do you mean by a drug test?
No, I'm saying, like, even with, like, Ja Morant and all these other, like, athletes and artists that are made to do drug tests. Mm-hmm. Future is somebody that admits to doing drugs. They give him drug tests. He does his thing. But at the same...
What? I'm confused about what you're saying.
What are you confused about?
I don't know.
Alright, well then I'll just be quiet. You got it.
You say he admits to doing drugs, and they give him drug tests.
Right.
Okay. What I was saying is that, from what I have learned, is that he has made a career off of speaking about drug use, and he really don't do drugs. That is a problem for me. The same as Plies, when he came out and was talking, and he used grammar that was ignorant, and that man speaks like a college-educated kid, that is a problem for me, is what I'm saying. That's not who you are. One of the reasons I love Cardi B is because I watched her before she even came on Love and Hip Hop, and that is who she is. It is a problem to me when people take money to push certain negative agendas or narratives to our community when that's not what they really participate in. Now, if you are really about that and you're talking to people, they can learn and you can elevate and they can watch you grow. But if you are not that, if you are Papa Doc, you understand what I'm saying? And you trying to carry and diss this white boy who came from the hood when you got two parents and they have a very good marriage, that is a problem for me. That's all I'm saying.
So, out of all of that, that's what you're trying to say he is?
That's what I said from the beginning.
I mean...
I'm not dissing Future. I'm saying sometimes clout chasing...
No, I'm not... First of all... Well, first of all, let's start on number one. One, I'm not sitting here vouching for Future like saying he's the hardest nigga since fucking socks that's never been washed and they dirty as fuck. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Future's the hardest nigga since whatever.
Yeah, okay. Got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time,
socks been washed.
Future...
I'm going to use that. That was dope. Go ahead.
Fuck you. But anyway, at the same time...
Wow!
But at the same time...
She loves me. She's just a little tipsy right now, y'all. It's okay.
No, if I'm just a little tipsy and I'm just talking for no reason... You're right for everything that you said, and I'm gonna be quiet
your point,
because the point that I'm saying is not needed.
No, finish your point.
Because I'm just drunk. So, excuse me. I apologize. And everything that you said was right. And everything that I was trying to say, it don't make no sense. Then, and you can cut all that out.
I'm not. I mean, people see it.
I don't got nothing else to say.
Okay. Anyways, so the oversharing. What I was basically saying is the oversharing that has been happening that we see, because we all talk about how we see it more, is that driven by clout chasing culture. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, I do think that the reaction that people are getting from social media has drive people to say things. Just even what we're talking about in terms of the lyrics that people put into songs, it's for the reaction of it.
For content.
For the content. You know, they want the shock value or the shock factor so that more people are tuned into like, wow, they said that, you know? And it's, I guess it's
a title.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Right.
That's what they said.
Right. It's like a good tagline or a good clip, you know? Like, everyone's trying to go for the clip. So I get it from that perspective, like, for promotion and marketing. But I think we should be careful of, like you were saying, about how we're feeding the youth this information. Like, like young people are on these platforms learning from their favorite artists. And it's just... I just hope that people are aware of that, and it seems like we're not, you know?
I'm all about having fun. I'm all about adults being able to do adult things, but I do think that children aren't allowed to be children anymore.
Yeah.
Teenagers aren't. It's like everybody is so open, and we're not thinking about the exposure that everybody else is having. Like, and maybe back in the day it wasn't so bad. Yeah, I grew up. A child knew their place. You couldn't be in grown people's conversation. And yes, I heard a lot of stuff. And I saw a lot of stuff. But we was outside. Like, I didn't want to be in the house where all the grown folks was. I really didn't. And we heard stuff. We knew stuff was going on. I mean, I saw drugs growing. I saw all kinds of stuff growing up.
Yeah.
When I tell you... My concern was about a kid's business. I was trying to figure out how I was going to get the next, what was the magazines called? Right On and Bop magazine. I was trying to figure out who was going to be in the poster. Like, I wasn't, and I feel like because of social media, kids don't get to be kids anymore. I did hit one.
No.
Oh,
you took a shot. I just seen it on here. I'm like, hold on.
Kids don't get to be kids anymore, and I think it's our responsibility as the adults who do know better. You know what's time for like okay. If we're we're somewhere, we're at a party or whatever, and we have been places before where there's parties. I'ma act a certain way because we're all adults in that room.
Right.
But if a kid, even if it's not my kid, you watch me, I will turn different. Even if it's my grown kids, because that's just I'm a move different.
You're right.
You already
seen
me.
you.
I just move different because I get in mom mode, right?
You're trying to be an example for them.
Yeah, I feel like that's and my kids. Listen, my kids know I smoke everything. Like my ask her, my daughter won't even smoke in front of me.
And that's out of respect, and I think that's the.
And I'm like, it's cool, but that's how.
Yeah, because she
I
respects
raised.
your presence.
So it's like I'm like, dang, I really wish you would.
We had so much fun together.
But she respects your presence, though. You know, she doesn't want to disrespect like what you set up as a parent, and I think that's a good thing. I think
that's missing now, though. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
That's how I am with my mom. So yeah, that is.
No, you're like that with her too.
That is a good thing.
I don't know, cause when I smoked with my mom, it was like, hallelujah.
Yeah.
I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I would love to smoke with my mom. Like that would be. That's
like
on my
I
bucket
promise
list.
you, when I first started smoking with my mom, when I first started smoking with my mom, it was like on some whole shit. Like, what are you doing? You're the devil. This is disrespectful. And then when I was like, Mom, I have mental situations. I have this, that, and the third. And when I hit a J, it just make everything go away. And she was like,
really?
what? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, Mom, you ain't got to do shit. Watch this. I'm going to roll it up. All you got to do is I'm going to roll it. It's going to burn perfectly. Everything. All you got to do is hit, hold, and blow.
Hold on. So with your mom, you smoked with your mom for the first time? That was the first time she smoked?
No.
Oh,
my mom
okay.
smoked with
I
her.
didn't know that.
Okay. My mom is the type.
Hold on. Actually, no. I love you, and you're going to be mad at me, but I just thought about it. We cannot discuss that with your mom stuff. church. Next slide, EK. She ain't gonna like that. She don't like that, baby.
Bet she not gonna give a fuck, but it's your show.
She really will.
She really won't. But okay. I love you.
Okay, then go ahead,
Give
continue.
me a kiss.
Okay, I said what I needed to say.
I just would love a kiss.
I said no. Go ahead, continue your story. If you
Next
think she won't be upset about
What
that,
that say,
first
EK?
lady in her.
What that say, EK?
Will a child mature a person known as a wild?
Wait, what?
I don't know. I can't read.
Say it one more time. One more
Finish
time.
your story. I'm just trying to help you.
We on the next step. What's the next one, EK? Will a child mature or what?
A person known as a wild.
What does that mean?
Okay.
What does that mean?
So, Krishan Rock is pregnant. By,
she
yeah,
is.
she is. By Blueface. She has had
Wow.
I'm gonna be
admitted.
quiet.
She pregnant for real?
Yes. She has.
How far along?
It's early, but listen.
All right, go ahead.
She has admittedly had abortions before. Him and her have talked about them. Boom, boom, boom. If you have followed their relationship, if you are somebody like me who uses my opinion, I'm going to say this is my opinion, I believe they're both toxic. I believe she is young, immature, and has emotional arrested development. But I believe a lot of what you're seeing with Krishan, if you watch Blueface Club and watched her from the beginning and everything, that girl has gone so downhill since she's got, I'm serious, it's crazy. But anyway, she's been like a star athlete, everything. I believe that he manipulates her, does all kinds of crazy stuff, and she is toxic. It's the same thing, boom, boom, boom. So recently, this past couple of days, the big story was she was dragged out of No Jumper during an interview, and she was down in Henny. Well, she was pregnant on that interview. She didn't
That's
know
what
yet.
I'm saying.
She didn't know yet, but if you watch that interview, she said, I don't know, I'm emotional. Either my period's coming or I'm pregnant. She said that. Well, she is pregnant. Anyways, if you want to research what happened with them, because now he's saying he needs a DNA test, he's not claiming a baby, all kinds of, it's just crazy. But if you want to research what happened with him, that's fine. My main thing is this. Everybody thinks, Krishan is crazy, she's wild, he's wild, boom, boom, boom. But some people that I have witnessed in my life, a baby has not done nothing, has not changed nothing. But I have seen people where a child really changed the trajectory of their life. Like really stopped them in their tracks, slowed them down. They became a whole different person. They poured into their child. I asked this question because what I've always seen in Krishan is someone who is highly emotional in every way because her emotional needs were never met. And because she has had a lot of trauma that she has not grieved. That's what I see in her. And the people who have that story, typically a child, puts them on the right track. Because all they really wanted was love, and they just wanted something to. I really believe that this kid we may see a change in her.
Yeah.
It saddens me because I thought that I've always said the biggest thing, and you've heard me say this before, that she needed to do was get away from him.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. So all right, she has a child, right? And you saying the most toxic thing in her life is Blueface, but the father is Blueface.
I think she's toxic as well. But
I mean, yeah. I feel like.
But he is the most toxic, probably. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Shawty. I think she dope. I think Blueface is okay.
She is entertaining without him. When they're together, they're boring. That's how I feel, and he knows that.
She's definitely entertaining. I feel like Blueface is entertaining to a certain.
Until you watch Baddies, and you see her by herself.
To a certain crowd, he's very entertaining. To a certain crowd, Blueface, he's entertaining to a certain crowd. Not your crowd, but to a certain crowd.
What crowd?
That's not your crowd. It's like the younger crowd.
Is Blueface? No, because my kids are young. He's not relevant. What crowd? Is what I'm asking.
The hard kids. They want to be hard and gangster.
Blueface has an audience on the West Coast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Does
he has makes music.
has.
His music is trash, y'all.
He has an audience.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not.
Okay.
I'm just saying
I'm not saying
he has an audience.
He
He
does-
has.
I didn't even know he had an audience like that.
Yeah, he
Y'all
does.
put me on.
He
Y'all
does.
put me on.
He has an audience.
Okay.
And I feel like she has an audience that
Mm-hmm.
just wants her to flourish.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I feel like with them having a kid together, as in like toxic, both of them.
It's not good.
No matter how you put it, if they break up, they still gotta be together for the kids' sake if they
Yeah.
wanna be.
They gotta be
you know what I'm
connected.
saying? And then they're gonna be in the limelight, so of course people are gonna wanna see that. So no.
It's 11:11, baby. I love you.
I love you too, babe.
But go ahead.
I think it's tough because sometimes a kid can help your direction for sure, but there's a child being born into
That toxic
yeah,
situation.
it's kind of
That's yes.
it's unfortunate for the child, you know,
Yes.
more than anything else. And we're talking about might fix it, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's 50-50,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Will it?
Like, really, like it might. You know, so.
You had to kill me softly with that.
No,
one.
you
Dang.
But I mean, I respect Blueface and I respect Krishan. So I hope that they figure everything out. It's just
Yeah.
Likewise.
it's unfortunate to see everything happen in the media. You know.
Yeah, because I seen that interview and I seen
Mhm.
I
how
would love to have my opinion.
Go ahead.
But no.
Then have it. Either have your opinion or don't say anything. Because you keep saying you're not saying
First of
anything,
all-
and then you say something, and then you don't want to give it. And all it does is create space and time. We are creating content. So please, give your opinion. That's what you're here for. Like, please.
You want to get embarrassed, but I'm not going to say that out loud.
I am being very... I don't want to be embarrassed. I love
But,
you. I have been sending love.
but
Because
on
I
the
know this
Krishan,
ain't what you thinking.
yeah, I mean that.
So a crap
But
sap.
anyway, but what I'm saying with the Krishan and Blueface situation, especially with me watching the show, it's like I understand Krishan because you can see that she is a black woman from a place of poverty that just wants love.
Mhm. You can see that.
You
I
can
agree
see
with
that. And then on the other side, you see Blueface. And I know men ain't gonna fuck with me for this, but he really is an immature ass nigga that got a female that does anything that he wants her to do.
I feel you on that.
But if you a nigga that has,
You send it to me?
because I don't want to say nigga. If you're a person in I don't want to say power. What's another word for power?
Prestige? I mean, I don't know.
Um,
Authority?
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like in a
It's not-
high authority.
Yeah.
the authority,
If
like
you're a
that.
person in a higher authority, I understand what Blueface is saying. If I'm like, yo, shut up, I want you to shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I understand what Krishan is saying when it comes down to like, you telling me to shut up, but I'm helping you get to where
So I
you
need you to
need to
respect
get to.
me.
So I need you to respect
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
If you gonna call me a bitch, just, okay, boom. So the whole shit, did you see the interview
Mhm.
with them on the no jumper
When the
shit?
shit turned up.
Did you
when
see
the-
Krishan on the no jumper interview?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was fucked up for him to have her.
EK, I just sent you the track, so just pull up your email. Sorry, I had to tell him that so you can get
I'm
it.
sorry, how
No,
much?
no,
I
you're
got?
good. You're good.
Five?
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
No,
Go
you're
ahead.
good.
Go on.
You're good. Now stay on your
I'm
point.
sorry. There was no other way for me to tell him. Sorry. Go
Stay
ahead.
on
Go
your
ahead.
point. Stay on your
I'm
point.
sorry.
You sure?
Mhm.
All right. I just think it was fucked up for him to have her carried out,
While she was screaming his name.
dragged out. You know what I'm saying? She's literally like, Blue, you know what we go on
Yeah.
behind when cameras
Cameras
is
not-
off.
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Blue, you know, just like me and her. You know what I'm saying? And babe, I ain't gonna let nobody know what the fuck go on between closed doors, because guess what?
Really? 'Cause you just
love
put it all on the show. You're mad at me.
No,
I ain't.
Don't put James in it.
yeah, that's some female
My
shit.
name been
Anyway.
in it. I ain't in it.
at the end of the day, let me tell you something. I love this woman right here. You know what I'm saying? Wherever the
That's
camera
why I'm not
is,
getting
this
mad, because this is
camera,
crazy. And she's going to
this
see it
camera,
tomorrow.
this camera, boom. You see it? Hold on, wait, Mona, no, wait. There you go,
There you
baby.
go.
There you go, baby. That's for you, baby.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
We had a photo shoot earlier, so we started pre-gaming. I'm just
No.
letting y'all know.
No, I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
embarrassed.
when it comes down to that thing, Blueface as an artist, he can only give Krishan that much.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like, okay, boom.
You got it. Okay.
Am I loud?
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Am I?
No.
No.
You're good.
We're setting something up. Go ahead. It's not. It's go.
I was just like, am I doing too much?
No, you're good.
But you see, it's still kind of like the same situation. Like, if you look at Mona, boom, I'll play this role. Mona is my Blueface. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Both of y'all, be quiet.
You never read no butt down Tatiana. You never wrote no song.
I don't know, but you also, but you get what I'm saying? Like, with her poetry, with her progression, with her following, Mona can be my Blueface. I am Mona's Krishan. I'm not saying I don't know
Fuck
what
that. I'm Krishan. I don't want to be
Man,
Blueface.
you gotta be quiet.
I don't want to be Blueface.
Well, right now you're not being Blueface. You gotta be quiet
Okay.
and let me talk. But do y'all understand?
I see
One,
what you're
two,
trying
and
to say.
three. Do
I
y'all
see what you're
I
trying
don't.
to say. You just so bad, just like,
I'm
She
pissed
not-
because she knows how I feel about Blueface, and she knows how I feel about who's talented and who's not. And
Yeah,
this,
babe.
not what
this
she's
broad
saying,
just
though.
called me motherfucking Blueface.
That's not what she's saying though. She's
Shut
saying,
up.
I don't hit
Shut
people's
up.
fathers.
Shut up.
I don't punch people's fathers in the.
Shut up.
Whoa.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
quiet.
No, you need to calm down.
Yeah.
The show is going on. You're
Yeah.
drunk. Listen.
Yeah,
this
no.
is really bad.
So stop
this is really
talking.
bad.
So stop talking.
Give me my glasses.
Stop talking.
Oh my God.
Just be quiet. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Here you go. Your glasses right here.
Ooh, you're gonna feel so embarrassed tomorrow. Oh God. I'm so sorry, honey. You're gonna feel so embarrassed tomorrow.
It's cool. I don't give a fuck.
It's not cool. It's not.
It is.
No.
Like, you gotta be quiet sometimes.
No, you do. I do need to be quiet sometimes. I talk a lot. But, yeah. I love you. I'm just telling you. I'm gonna show you it, though. You're gonna be embarrassed.
Alright, well then I ain't gonna say nothing else. I ain't even gonna.
You said
finish
that
my
about
point.
7 times. Okay. So, anyways, next slide.
How long does the show normally go on for?
It usually only goes for an hour. It's going pretty late.
We're closing in on 2.5 now.
Yeah, we're late. So, actually, but we're not even going to go to the next slide. We're going to do the song. And go ahead and close it out. Sorry, we had a long night tonight, and that's not usually how long it goes. I apologize.
That's all good. I appreciate you guys for letting me on.
No problem. So, James is going to... Do you want to rap along to it, or do you want us to just play the song on the outro? Since you weren't as
what do you guys
prepared.
think would be better?
It's up to you. Like, you could say... Like, some artists come on, and they, like...
Right.
You know... Or they just let it play on the outro.
We throw the black
And then
light back up, you guys.
then the camera would be off on us, but
Okay.
the audience would hear it.
Okay. I think it'd probably be better. I'm not really ready to perform right now.
Yeah, no problem. I know it's different, but we're gonna have you back on for a full performance.
Okay. Cool.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you everybody who came out tonight. All the support and sorry for the month-long break, but we needed to get through the holidays and all
sorry
that
for all
good
those
stuff.
Cowboy fans out there.
Oh yeah.
That's so
before
sad.
we go and before we do the song, I do want to have him talk about sports because the reason why we wore like jerseys was to talk about Shannon Sharp, but we'll address that next week.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to talk about like the sports updates and all that stuff because I don't know anything about that. Boom.
Cowboys lost. That's all y'all need to know. That's all y'all
Okay.
need to know.
Did they lose today or
It was
yesterday?
today.
It was today?
Yeah, it was today.
So quiet the whole
Yeah,
time.
today.
Oh,
They
that's why-
just lost
That's why I took out the hat.
recently.
That's why I
That's
took out the
why
hat.
they just recently lost.
I watched the whole game.
So why were y'all all hyped yesterday then?
All right, so look, right now I'm not the average Cowboy fan. I'm a realist. I'm not a real Cowboy.
Why is the engineer laughing at you in the corner? I don't know about sports, but he can't tell me.
Because I'll tell you, because he knows every Cowboy fan is not a realist. They're not logical. They don't understand real sports. They just think Cowboys gonna win all the time. No, I'm a realist. I don't think that all the time. I'm upset that we lost, yes, but no. I understand how we lost, why we lost, and the reason why we lost, and what we had going up against and who we was playing against. They're probably the best team in football right now. So,
they played the Eagles, right?
No, we played the
49ers.
49ers.
He thought
Yeah.
the Eagles
The
was
Eagles-
the best team.
The Eagles played the
Don't
Giants.
Don't let her play you.
I was jealous.
Don't let
They
her
got the
play
best record though, right?
The Eagles played the Giants. Yeah, they
the
did.
best record right now
They did.
is
They
it's
did.
not the Eagles,
It is.
Right now?
Yes.
is it?
Look.
Oh,
You don't know what I mean.
Yeah, shout out to
The Eagles beat the Giants. I think it was like 30-something to 7. So it was like a slaughter. Like it was horrible. It was.
but I thought they lost that game that made it not a perfect season.
Yeah, they lost like three games actually. But
Yeah,
they,
because everybody was talking about how the Eagles.
but everybody else lost 4 games. So they still got the best record.
Okay. I'll shut up.
And
And then the
okay,
Cowboys
so
lost
y'all,
today.
so before we close out the sports thing, sorry about the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But
No, y'all not.
just so I can know, because, I'm only watching the
Don't
Super
you
Bowl,
talk about
Super
it.
Bowl because Rihanna's
No, it's two
performing. And
teams. You can't talk about it.
I ain't
so
say nothing about
is it? Y'all don't. I don't know about sports like that unless it's a basketball game.
It's 4 teams left in the football.
Okay, do y'all know who
On
is like
our
who is
side,
the contenders for Super Bowl or no?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's the 49ers
Okay,
and the Eagles.
Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there anymore, but you know, he sent me this jersey. Go ahead. He really did. I'll tell you a story one day.
49ers,
But go ahead. He really did. I'm not joking.
49ers and the Eagles. And then you got the Chiefs and the
Bengals.
So
Yeah.
Bengals, Chiefs, 49 Eagles.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's who could be at the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yes. And Rihanna's performing at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
And Rihanna's performing. And
That's what I've been
and
trying
other
to
people
tell
are,
her.
and other
That's
people.
why I've been getting her. So we might have a Super Bowl party this year.
We could. If you have a Super Bowl party, they ain't gonna want to leave, babe. I can cook. I can cook, man. You know what that means? They're like, oh, and you got pay-per-view and fights for free.
Will we having this again?
Nah, but
You said tomorrow?
we
brunch?
can do finger foods.
Mimosas?
But, they don't want to come because, like Cedric said earlier, not my generation. Not my age.
Yeah, not
But the
yours.
younger ones.
Yeah, the younger.
As if he's so young.
Hey, look, I'm
Yeah.
27 forever.
Mhm.
I'm just
No,
letting
no,
everybody
no.
know.
You're just like I tell her. Y'all think you young.
I'm 27 forever.
You ain't a damn 27.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I've been there for like 4 years.
Exactly.
yeah,
I'ma tell you, like an amazing gay man I used to work with, a gay white guy I used to work with. He always had like these little sayings. And this dude came in one day. He was frustrated about something. And somebody was turning 30. I don't know if it was me or somebody. But he said, honey, we were in a salon. Look at yourself in the mirror. Because it's all downhill from here. He said, today is the best you will look for the rest of your life. And I thought it was some hater shit. And I said, that is so messed up. And he's always hating on something. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And I went down to grab my comb that had flown on my floor when I was in the 30s. And I couldn't get back up. And that's when I knew he was truthful. And I'm saying that to say, you think you're so much younger than me.
No.
Because I thought the same thing.
No.
Okay.
I don't think I'm so much
Okay.
younger.
Wait.
I just know I'm going to be
Wait.
27 forever.
You ain't though.
I mean,
No.
until I'm not.
30 is not the new 20. It was a lie that Jay-Z put up because he
I
wanted to
agree.
discover he was 45 at the time. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm a Jay-Z fan.
I that you like that.
I know. I know. I know.
I know you ain't 30.
30 to new 20. You 47.
You 40.
When did that ready to go. Well, a decade ago.
No, but we might have a little Super Bowl shindig. We'll see. The food will be good. I won't know what's going on with the game. She will. Cedric will know what's going on. Y'all can call people like that. I won't know, but you will be fed and it will be good.
Yeah.
That's it.
We might have a Super Bowl party.
Before we let you listen to this song on the outro, before we leave, and let EK get to bed because he's going to kill me. I did not realize we were going over that long. But I want to know what's a place people can find you, what platforms, what is your Instagram, all those good things, and I want you to reiterate your next performance coming up. Give the details to that. And then we're going to go with our outros and we'll play your song. But go ahead.
So, again, for those who don't know, my name is James. That's JAiMS. You can follow me everywhere at FREEJAIMS. That's Free James.
Free James.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Tidal. I'm on every streaming platform. And yeah, I have an album coming out this year. I have 2 performances in February that are planned out so far.
You better stop it.
February 4th for Couture Coffee in downtown Fredericksburg, and February 11th, I think at the Hilton Hotel in Fredericksburg, Virginia as well. So, yeah, man, I'm on the way. Yeah, we on the way to launching everything, and I'm just thankful. So I appreciate you guys again for letting me on, and we working.
Yes, I appreciate you for coming on. I know it was a little crazy. It's our first show back for the season. We're going to have you back this year as well because this has been a little crazy today. and some guests it's okay to be crazy with, but I kind of wanted to have a calm one with you, and I didn't plan that correctly. And listen, from the deepest of my heart, you've been a great team player. I don't know what is going on here, but anywho.
It's love.
So, if you guys have a chance, please come out and watch James perform. He's dope. If you watch him perform, you'll also get to see the amazing Tiffany Harris that's in the comments. She does his whole dance, everything when he performs. Like, stand.
Yes, a whole thing.
Yeah. Dear Slim, like, for real.
Yeah. She knows all the words.
All the words. It has the hand motions.
To every song, not
hand
just one.
motions, everything.
Not yet, for sure.
and she's tiny and petite, so it's hilarious. She might, you know.
She be lit.
But you can definitely see her there as well for her performances because I know she's gonna be there. I already know. But definitely check out James' music. Definitely go support him as an artist on all the different streaming platforms. His podcast. When do you all do that? What day?
So, we drop episodes on Mondays on the platform, but our last episode came out I think a week ago, and we're gearing up everything for the new season. So we're still working out the new content.
Okay, awesome. And then that'll be coming out. You're gearing up everything for the new content. So whenever you do know when you guys are coming back on, please let me know, and then I'll share it. You know, so people can see that and update it. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in, all of the people that left comments, the people who I did not know who tuned in because Facebook does not ever reflect the correct numbers. All of you people, thank you so much. Ray, if you are watching, please get back to me on the podcast collab that we're doing this season because I'm still waiting to hear from you, and you're usually watching, and I can't see you, but if you are, please get back to me on that. We got a schedule. Cedric, thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Mona Kane.
Thank you. Sin, thank you for being here.
Hey.
Yeah. And James, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Free James.
We also have some upcoming performances as well. I'm going to be performing with James on February 11th at that.
Is it the Hilton? No, it's at the hotel.
Because they were changing, so I'm not sure, but I think it's at the Hilton.
Okay.
But if you go on my page, I have advertised for that, and it's a amazing, dope fashion show, and it's a nice little couples night. Definitely come out and support. Not gonna cost you a lot. You can take your girl somewhere different.
Valentine's Day jump.
Something different. And let me tell you, as a woman, she gonna be impressed because she's so used to the same stuff. So if you be like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna surprise you. She's like, it's a fashion show. And we
might see something you might like to want to get her.
Girl,
You know what I'm
let me
saying?
tell you, he took me out. Girl, listen, it was a fashion show.
You know
They
what
were
I'm saying?
selling stuff, and he bought me something like that.
Might get her some flowers, get her some balloons,
You
you
know,
know what I'm
like
saying?
a
Show
little
her a nice
something,
little
Yeah.
time.
Little
Show her that
something.
she's special, you know what I'm
You feel
saying?
me?
You know what I'm saying? Show her something different, you know what I mean? You know, it's gonna
Definitely.
be beautiful models, beautiful hosts, beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Everything. The night is gonna be extravagant. So, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Show your face and make the night even more extravagant, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody come through. Also, me and my co-host Sin has. Please stop. Please. Has a performance at the Hat Gallery downtown. We have a dual showcase
Dope.
the end of March. And we are working on.
Yo, didn't tell me.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
We are we are working on something that no one has ever heard before, and I really am excited about it, and it's gonna be dope.
Hopefully I'm
I
the
wanted
first
to
to
tell the
hear.
title, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. Yeah. But we're gonna do a collab track as well, and then I'll be doing poetry. She'll be performing, boom, boom, boom. But that's the end of March. I'll be posting about that as soon as the flyers and stuff are ready. So thank you in advance for your support. Also, my engineer, the amazing DJ EK Eric Cluxton, also known as Luke, owner of Fredericksburg Public Access Radio.
Get at him, Segway.
He is now putting on open mics and karaoke's at Fork and a Biscuit downtown Fredericksburg, Thursday through Saturday.
Thursday through Saturday.
Thursday
open mic, and Friday and Saturday is karaoke.
Thursday is open mic. Friday and Saturday is karaoke.
Dope.
Me and Sin went and checked them out on Thursday.
Hey.
I had been to Fork and a Biscuit before. I never knew they had a whole other section in the back. Whole other section. It's a definite great venue for artists who are looking to perform.
Yep, thank you.
For open mic, things like that.
You
And
put me on the
also
tour, too. You did.
I'm a little bit of a plug, but I be quiet about my shit. But he is doing that, and if you guys come and just check out the venue, it's dope. Or if you want to just have fun, like on a Friday or Saturday night, do karaoke.
Yeah.
Like if you've never done karaoke
was a real
and you think
cool
it's just
vibe.
if you think it's just funny, like karaoke is hilarious and it's
is.
fun. Like it's
It
just fun to
is.
kick back with your friends. So come on out, support EK. If you see somebody running it and it's the guy who you've seen on the Dope Dichotomy coming in the screen and out, that's him. Say hello. Buy him a shot.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah. There you
This
go.
is Luke.
There you go. AKA Lou.
AKA Luke. Buy him a shot, but definitely go out and support. DJ EK has a very special place in my heart because he has been one of the most consistent people, if not the most I handed him a cookie the other day and told him, I just want to thank you for being the most consistent person I've ever met in Fredericksburg. What I'm saying is from the moment I have met him, he has been the same.
The salute stand-up guy.
And it's been years now, right? And I'm a person who really looks at stuff like that and values it. But no matter, even if it wasn't something that happened that I had to tell him, oh, that really hurt my feelings, that person treated me bad. EK is the type of person you're like, oh, I don't like my friends being treated that way. And he'll come and tell me, and I'm like, God, that's a good friend. So, I'm always going to definitely have his back and support him. And like I said, it's a great venue. It's dope. Hopefully, we'll be doing some stuff there and working, things like that. All the artists that are out there that are looking to just get on the mic and maybe show your talent or your music to a new crowd.
Absolutely.
I definitely think so. One of the biggest things about that spot that's awesome is after about 10:30, 11, when I tell you a gang of college kids come in, and they already come in twisted. And they love, even though they don't look like it, I'm trying to tell you, they love hip-hop. So if you are a rapper or something, they love it. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just imagining what you said.
We was in there like this. There was this one girl, and she's actually a creative in Fredericksburg, and because we've seen her sing before. Never would have thought she knew this song. She had been requesting Eagles and stuff like that all night.
It was.
This broad requested old school Gucci and
I
wrapped
said,
it.
I was like this. I was like,
She was like,
that's Gucci.
Yeah.
I was like,
What you doing with
shit.
yourself right now?
Oh.
so you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who's going to be a new fan. Definitely come on out. Good vibes. Great
The
Gucci
drink. Girl is
the
definitely
bartenders
gonna be
go.
there with
The Gucci
EK.
girl.
The Gucci girl would
The
definitely
Gucci
be there.
girl would definitely be there with EK.
Little white girl, all black, like wig type of look. She can definitely. She reminds me of Janis Joplin.
Oh, Emily.
That's yes.
Yeah.
Very
she
Janis
has a
Joplin
very
type
wholesome
of
voice.
vibe.
She has a
But-
very wholesome voice. But when
Very
Mona
white
saw
girl
her,
named Emily.
but when
Yes.
Mona saw her coming, Mona was like, "You better not touch me." That's it immediately.
That's not what happened. Let me tell you what happened. So, okay.
She
We were all
immediately-
having a great time.
You better.
One of the owners of the bar or place sent me and her shots because they thought we were cool. Boom, boom, boom. We're doing shots. She had a certain song that she requested. I loved it. I said, okay, girl. I saw it in her eyes. Her eyes got big. She had already been twisted the whole night. She was definitely twisted. Her eyes got big. She's at the other end of the bar. And she's like, and jumps up. I said, oh! Because she was about to come put her hands on me. I already knew it.
She was about to come hug you. You was like, no.
And I'm
No,
just,
no.
and I did. I said, oh no. I said, I'm black. I have PTSD with certain stuff. Please don't touch me yet. I said, yet. And later on, I let her touch me. I just don't want people who I don't know just coming to me, touching me. Don't paint me like
I
that.
respect it.
No,
It
I
freaks me
respect
out.
it too. I respect it too. I just know Mona was
I
like,
can't believe she told on me.
Mona was like, whoa. No.
That's exactly what
And then I
happened.
felt bad
No.
the rest of the
She
night.
made-
And I gave her a hug. Don't even
Maybe
play with me.
later.
She was cool.
Not now.
I just didn't know her yet, but she's cool. She's a nice girl, and she can sing. Okay.
She was like,
That girl, first of all, I was there. Mona can sit here and tell y'all all these stories and shit like Mona was just there. I was there with Mona during all this shit. So shit's going on, woo woo. That girl playing the song, we play a song. That girl play a song, we play a song. That girl come over to Mona because she's like, you like music like I like music, like respect.
Yeah,
Oh,
And Mona immediately was like, ah! Don't touch me, bitch.
That's not
She
true.
literally told that little girl, this
I did
girl.
not. That's not
What's
true.
that girl's name? What's that girl's
Emily.
name, EK?
Emily.
What?
And I bet you
girl.
if he called her, she said I was cool as shit. She likes me. Boom. Thank
her
you
name?
guys so much for tuning in to the Dope Dichotomy podcast. I am
Shut
not
that
mean like
girl
that.
down
No,
to
I
the
just don't want
pits
people
of
touching
hell.
me without permission.
She shut that girl down to the pits of hell.
I'm like a cat. Consent is everything. Okay. Go ahead, and we're going to go and close on out with Recon by James. Thank you.
Dolo moves I be on, beat the vibes like Recon. CEO, get my re on. All this work in the field.